Every year there's a team that wins more games than it should. A turnaround, if we make the right picks, maybe we might be good. A turnaround, it's easier to win games than to win the lottery. A turnaround, if we make a great young pick, he's basically paying for free. If we need a quarterback, we can draft one now or never. If someone only trades back, we can be a half too clever. Every year we say this will finally be our time, but we pick players who might as well be mines. We really need some help. Our future's gonna die right now. Our future's gonna die right. Once upon a time we were shit on the field. Now we're petrified into rock. There's nothing we can do that's not a total kick to the cock. Once upon a time we thought we had hope that lasted until kickoff. There's nothing to do but cry after a total kick to the cock.
Hey, welcome to Pod and Along. What's
Barney's
up, everybody?
movie had heart, but football in the groin had a football in the groin.
I'm your host, Ryan. It's great to have you with us. I'm here with one of my co-hosts. It's Mr. Mike.
Don't have children, they're assholes.
Also here with one of my other co-hosts. It's the Word of Drew.
Why is it when a man kills another man in battle, it's called heroic? Yet if he kills a man in the heat of passion, it's called murder.
We're here with Mr. Megastar Mark.
This one's for Drew. It's time to burn this motherfucker down, Pookie. It's time to
I'm
burn this
so
motherfucker
ready.
down. By the
I'm
way,
so
earmuffs,
ready.
earmuffs, earmuffs.
Earmuffs. Don't listen to that opening song. Also here, he's Killer Greg. He's got the number one pick.
That's right. Very brave of you with your young audience to include
Swearing.
me in this.
A lot of swearing.
Our
Earmuffs.
dozens of listeners
Yes,
everywhere.
Yeah, those
I
kids
am
are
We're like an we're like an hour
Absolutely.
away from safe harbor. We're fine.
I'm absolutely devastated that you don't have Pod and Long branded earmuffs yet. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, right.
I need this as a merchandise option, please.
Right.
Look at this fucking twat.
what the hell is going on?
He's riding a
Look at
bike.
that ticker.
Oh, please fall off.
Fall,
Please fall off.
fall,
He
fall,
rides
fall.
off the edge
Oh,
of the
please fall off.
stage. It's Roger Goodell on a bike.
Yeah.
What a stupid way to start. Why? What is the bike thing?
Didn't you have
What am I-
Eminem last year?
What am I missing? Yes.
No, it's the bike because the Green Bay
Yeah.
players ride the bikes to the stadium. It's a whole thing.
He just made Pee Wee Herman look straighter.
Oh my
Who
god.
are the rest of these guys?
Yeah. I assume they're Packers, but well,
Current
where's Gilbert?
Packers?
Lil Wayne.
Where's Gilbert?
Speaking of
That's
know
Little
that
Wayne. There's Little Wayne.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, he was at the Heisman Trophy. Why would he be at the draft?
Oh,
Of course, his bike is black and yellow. It had to be.
There's a guy with a Jag shirt that I thought it said Jesus across the front, which is
Which, by the way, sidebar: Little Wayne is going to be Snoop Dogg in like 15 years, right? Like he's
Yeah.
suddenly going to be America's
he's on that
weird old uncle that everybody
career
loves.
trajectory.
I think he's already there.
yeah.
Wasn't he on The Masked Singer?
I think
Oh, he
was.
had to be. They're
Yeah,
running
that
out of
I
people
know.
for that.
That's the shark right there.
Yeah. That's a sh-
Wow.
Clay Matthews. Of
Roger,
course,
Roger
Clay Matthews.
Goodell's street name is Kickstand.
Ooh.
Where's AJ Klein? He's got to be here for this, right? Where's oh my god, AJ? Oh, sorry, AJ Hawk, not AJ.
AJ
Klein.
Hawk. Oh, they also had AJ Klein. They had them
They did
both,
have
right?
AJ Klein too. Yes,
You're right. They had them both. All right. Well, the draft is opening up. Greg, you have the number one pick, so let's start with you.
You've already
Pass.
on our scroller. You've already
On
written
the
down
ticker,
who it
you've already
is.
made the pick.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I,
know.
did.
Well,
Okay.
I wanted to test out the.
I love this.
You're super
Wow,
fancy
this
all
is
of a
high
sudden.
production values.
Yeah.
We got a real pro in this chat.
If only he
Oh,
did this for the
yeah.
TGIF pod. He's so fucking lazy.
Yeah, right.
I do all kinds of shit
Look,
for that.
look, all you need to do is whatever the last number is, put Stephanie Tanner and call it a day.
Pretty much.
Problem
Do we need a
solved.
TGF character draft? I feel like that would be a fun episode.
Oh, that would
That
be.
would be a great idea.
I think I might hop in on that one.
Oh my God.
Maybe we need to do that.
Yes.
I've never wanted anything more in my entire life.
So I'm taking the blonde from Step by Step.
Oh, Dana.
Dana?
Yeah, why not?
Dana's fantastic.
Well, because
Love
she's
Dana.
14 through most of the run. That would be why.
Yeah.
Dear God, he's already killing Greg is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Earmuffs, kids. Earmuffs.
Oh, just don't
Greg.
won't listen to this episode, children.
Yeah. So I don't sell me on Cam Ward, somebody. I'm not excited.
You're gonna like Cam Ward.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
You know what it is?
Yeah,
It's-
Cam Ward. I'm
See you,
in.
Greg.
I watched a fair amount of Cam Ward. Like, he plays the game at his own pace. He's never hurried. He's never panicked. He's calm in the pocket. He can move around. He can buy time. He throws on a dime. I mean, you played for Incarnate Word. Good Lord.
So, Drew, who's his comp?
I mean, he's a less. I can't hear Roger Goodell say Lil Wayne and not laugh. He's kind of like
My
he's a
homeboy,
slightly-
Little Wayne.
Yeah.
He's a slightly more athletic, slightly less volume throwing Matthew Stafford.
Wow.
Good.
All
That's-
right.
that's
But, you know,
nice.
he's not the kind of guy that's going to throw 70 passes a game. I mean, if you ask him to, he will. But like, that would be a waste.
I mean, I think the best thing about him is that he's not a douchebag. Like, that's considering like
People
what
like
we've
him.
seen
People
here,
like him.
He's a very good guy who's just like knows how to play the quarterback position, knows how to present himself to the media. Like, I think
Yes.
that's a big step in the right direction. You know,
That's
and I'm
exciting.
sure we'll talk about it throughout the night, but I think that's one of the big slams on Shadir is how he's going to handle like a media, you
Right.
know, press conference when he like, you know, throws his own teammates under the bus and storms off, refuses to do them. Like, that's not going to fly in the NFL.
I gotta wonder if he's honestly going to fall out of the first round, or if somebody
There's
trades
been
up
talk.
maybe at the back end to grab
Possible.
him.
I could see somebody trade up, but we'll get there at
This,
11:30.
this is my bold prediction for the evening.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone will trade back into the first round because they've convinced themselves about Jalen Milroe.
Yes.
That team will
Oh.
not be the New York Giants.
No.
Hmm.
Do you think the New York Giants though would also trade up in the first for like Dart or somebody?
To get either Dart or a falling Sanders, yeah.
Right. I think so.
I'm going to tell you something here. This is deep down. This is confession time. I love the Titans. I really do. We are such a wet fart of a team. Like, we don't even have like the fun losing mystique of the Browns. We're just a thing that exists in this world. And every now and then we yell a little bit and all that stuff, but I don't know, man. It's just like, describe something from the Titans stadium. I defy you.
They got that giant Nissan sign, right?
But that's the name of the stadium, Drew. That doesn't count.
You said something. I'm just trying to help you out here.
Fair point.
My God.
Uh,
They have
I'm
like
ready for something fresh. Like, let's hope this guy is good and maybe a little attention comes our way and we can get a new logo and just like pull ourselves out of 1997.
aren't you getting a new stadium? Like, aren't the Titans
Yeah.
very soon getting a new stadium? I mean,
think
that's
it's next
something.
year or something.
You know, cat.
Built off the back of Will Levis and given to this usurper.
usurper to the throne.
Greg
Will
at the
Levis.
first game with a sign that says "The
Is that
house
man
that Will
wearing a
built."
hoodie and a suit coat?
He is wearing a hoodie with a suit coat.
Wow.
Adam
That was
Schefter.
popular in 2007.
Yeah.
It's
Ken
cold
Ward.
out there.
I feel like
guys.
that wave of fashion has just reached Green Bay.
Mhm.
How you gonna get
He's
all the
like Tyrone
scoops?
Diggins.
Have you heard about this guy Ted from How I Met Your Mother? That guy knows his fashion.
Remember that Bill Simmons article where he wrote that if you went to the NFL shop and searched 5XL, the first stuff that came up was Packers stuff?
Oh, ouch! Look at that audience, though.
Totally random. WrestleMania was last
I like
weekend.
that we got 4 whole dudes here.
Yeah.
That's just
WrestleMania
the
was last
same
weekend.
dudes
I had, some,
reversed from before.
I had some people over, and we were looking at Io Sky. She's a female wrestler,
Yeah.
and he was just like, "Oh, let me look at it, see if she has any merch." And he pulled it up. He goes, "Mark, all the 6XL and 5XL are sold out." And I'm like, "Oof."
Oh,
Checks out.
she's got a type.
Maybe they just ordered less of that one.
Yeah, maybe.
Technically, I'm also sold out of 5XL shirts.
Yes.
Like the
Sure.
good news is for teams drafting anybody, after this is over, it's not like they can go out to any sort of establishment and get in that much trouble because they are in Green Bay.
Oh,
It's a boring town. Boring
yeah,
town.
right?
Yeah, but
He
here's
gets all
the,
hopped up on cheese, starts getting rowdy with the cows.
Get the cheese sweats.
I don't
But
know.
here's the thing you got to remember: whatever limited time is available after the draft is over, or after their team picks and they go to seek some drinking establishment, Wisconsin is one of those states where people are trained to live on like $27,000 a year, so you can do a lot of damage with just a few dollars.
Well,
You guys,
and Wisconsinites are nothing to screw with when it comes to drinking.
Mm.
Alcoholism is essentially a birthright.
so as
It's
we
also
talk
the
about
only
some of the
thing you can do there, probably. I'm guessing. Maybe they have
Bowling.
bowling.
bowling,
Probably curling, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Oh, do they have that weird 9-pin bowling that like they have in New England?
Oh, they gotta have that.
Tiny ball and the 9-pin, the candlestick bowling.
Oh,
whatever.
candlestick bowling or whatever the hell
That's
it's called.
dumb.
Yeah.
Why are they showing Shador Sanders highlights?
because they already know it's going to be Cam Ward. Speaking of quarterbacks, though, have you guys seen what Jackson Dart looks like? If you haven't, Google it
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
He's a young boy.
What a pasty white.
He frequents blimps, from what I hear.
Oh,
To me,
yeah.
it looks like
Hot
it looks
boy.
like he's in the rich kids dojo in town,
Yeah, right.
and the
Yeah.
poor kid
Yeah.
is gonna have some issues.
Are you
Yeah.
from the Westchester Darts? How posh.
He looks he looks like a villain in a John Hughes movie.
This is my dad's ski lodge.
You ready to impress up to 5,000 fans?
Oh, they got
We are going to
Mahomes.
sell tens of dozens of jerseys.
What do you think of this comp? They say Cam Ward and Mahomes are the comps.
This feels a little aggressive.
Well,
Like I hate it whenever they comp someone to someone who's decidedly average. Mark would remember has Kelly Holcomb like arm strength,
yeah, right.
but to be like here's a guy who's
And
won 3
Dorsey
Super
light field vision.
yeah to be like oh yeah here's a guy who won 3 Super Bowls. You're just like him. Like that feels onerous.
I think they're trying to say though, like creative wise, like he does a lot of like kind of zany shit. I'll give him that.
Sure, yes,
That's-
I'll give you that.
Really, like the thing I'm most, I mean, obviously on the field he's very good, but like the fact that he was able to handle like the U media, I thought is very impressive because the U sucks and those people are really rabid there. So I thought that was very interesting.
Where did he
Well, Chris-
transfer from? Where was Cam Ward at
Jackson
originally?
State.
Incarnate Word,
Oh, Incarnate Word, that's right.
Incarnate Word, the Cardinals. Go figure.
Okay.
It's no House of Brahm Cardinal.
Like the kind that like the Pope.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, are you up for the
I
Pope?
was gonna say this is your
Yeah, are
chance.
you
Well,
in?
Look. The fact that one of the leading candidates' last name is Pizza Balla and he's Italian is absolutely fantastic.
I do like that.
How do I vote? I'm on Team Pizza Balla.
Let's get him in there. Pop the
Like
white
you
smoke already. What are you waiting
Nope.
for?
Shouldn't
Greg-
change that. Should just be Pope Pizza Ball of the first.
How about say, yeah,
The
don't.
first.
Pope Calzone.
I like the idea that Greg has a vote for years. He just has no idea. He just never. It's like a piece of like it's like an envelope on his coffee table he's never touched.
It's delivered by Golden Courier.
Yeah.
Where did this fucking parchment come from?
You have a bunch of
He's like an
Pokemon
Oscar
cards
voter. He
stacked
doesn't
on
have to know
top
who
of it.
anybody is. He's just going to pick one.
Somewhere at the College of Cardinals, every time they're like, damn it, he abstained again.
Right.
Why is this Greg never?
Greg's the one who pushes it over the edge and gets
It's
pizza
a deadlock again.
Yeah.
No Pope. Find Greg.
Fucking
The
Greg.
double doors open up and Greg just comes in.
This is it.
Good
This is
God,
the
that's Greg's music.
this is the next Dan Brown novel, all right?
Cam Ward
Yeah, that's
jersey
right.
flowing in the wind behind him. So-
Pizza Balla has removed my blood. Only Tom Hanks can figure out why.
And it turns out Tom Hanks is the one drinking everyone's blood.
Here we
Oh.
go.
All right,
He lets the
Greg.
jerk off wear sneakers.
He had to ride a bike. What else is he gonna wear? Loafers?
Wear loafers on a bike.
Can't do that.
Look, he's youthful and hip. He doesn't wear a tie. He's got white shoes.
I'm with it. I'm hip. Tuck, 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 tuck.
There it is.
I hope this is
There we
good.
go.
Cam Ward off the
Ain't bad.
board.
The problem
Oh,
is I don't know
offensive
what we're going to
lineman.
do with him.
Have him play quarterback
Even
as
if
a
we
starter?
had Patrick Mahomes, would we win games? I don't think so.
Sir, you signed a wide receiver today.
Did we?
You signed Tyler Lockett.
Congratulations.
Well, that's not the best.
Hey,
I was
don't
hoping
quite
you would
like
say
that.
someone else.
like anybody.
The Browns are on the
Else.
clock. Browns are on the clock, guys.
Yes, they are.
All right, Greg. You gonna be okay?
Nope, Browns traded.
Oh my God.
Sure.
They
Okay,
traded.
Browns
nice.
traded to 5 with Jacksonville.
I am behind
Yeah.
TV lag, so you're ruining the excitement, Drew.
So what the heck are the Jags doing here? Taking
went
Abdul
Travis
Carter?
Hunter. No, Travis Hunter.
You're taking Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of like that though. I like that for them.
Me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not? Take a shot.
The fucking Patriots are so pissed they won that meaningless game at the end of the year.
They
Absolutely.
got screwed. They got
They got,
absolutely
not only did they
screwed.
get fucked, it's like, oh well, at least there's 3 good prospects. We won't drop that far. Right to 4.
Yeah.
Now now they're stuck with fucking T-Rex guy, and that's it.
Oh, that's a
arm.
nice little Titan blue. It's a little deeper than this one.
You have new uniforms, I heard. Like, yeah, there
Yeah.
it is, right there. Yeah, yeah,
I love it.
that's cool. Oh, I like the white around the
Me
lettering.
too.
They look good. They look good, Greg.
Is that
Calm
what you have on
down.
yours?
All right.
Why do they not just
Wow,
go back
things
to
are really
the Oilers
looking up for the
uniform?
Titans. I knew this guy would turn it around.
See?
Will you just be happy already?
Been a Titan for
grief.
less than 30 seconds. Already got us new uniforms.
Perfect. That's new,
The
right?
dream
Like
come
that,
true.
that white
No
lettering.
new
It's not
logo,
on
though.
yours, right? No, you said you have black lettering on yours. Okay, cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Jaguars.
I do
want-
have behind me that one time they did that awesome red jersey.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
right, right.
That is cool.
Like my favorite Titans jersey of all time.
Yeah.
Bring that shit back.
I was telling the guys that you probably heard this, but the Bills this year, as the last year at the new stadium or at the old stadium, every home game they're going to wear a jersey going through
Of
the
the
years.
past?
Yeah, of
Oh,
the
that's
past
like
leading
that.
up to the last games. The last whatever will be the current ones, but it's pretty cool.
The Titans could do that, but it would just be the same jersey.
Not even going to break out the Oilers.
No, why?
No
You're not
Oilers.
done.
The Texans wear the Oilers jersey, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Do we know
No,
what
they
the
don't.
Jags gave up here? I'm curious. Yeah, the
The
Titans.
Texans
Second,
don't.
and second and a fifth, something like that.
Second
Okay.
and a fifth. Wow,
Not bad.
Second. That's a high second.
are the Browns going to regret this?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
They're
Browns
Browns
are-
fans. What more do they have to
They have
regret?
so many holes to fill. There's so many holes to
But the Browns are one of those teams who, like, even if they make the wrong decision because they're the Browns, or they make the right decision because they're
Still
the
gonna-
Browns, it ends up being the
still
wrong
gonna get messed
decision.
up.
You know, like there's so many alternate futures where, you know, the Raiders took somebody else at 2 and Robert Gallery turned into a superstar. Like,
Yeah. I get getting a extra second. It makes sense when you
That's
suck.
huge, though. Like you're gonna get an early
Yeah.
second, and then you still have your old second.
who's
I think it's
updating
great.
the ticker?
Well,
Me, I just put him in there. I'm trying to get ahead of the game here. All right,
Good
calm down. All right, I don't have any producers with me. It's just
Good
me. I'm one guy, one man.
Huh?
You were so confident. I'll be upset if I'm wrong. I'll be very upset.
Is
there-
Travis Hunter? Go ahead.
Oh, never mind. I figured it out. Go ahead.
Oh, here we go. Whoa.
Second.
Browns receive a first rounder next year.
Oh,
Oh, I don't
Oh.
like that as much.
that's a great deal for Cleveland.
That's a great deal. Yeah.
This
So
is
they lo-
really good.
They don't have 2 second rounders. They traded their second. No, yeah, they traded their second rounder.
They swapped
They
second
swapped
rounders.
second rounders. Okay. But they
and
get a first
swapped
rounder next year.
They swapped 4th round picks. So there's
Listen.
a pick swap and then a first round next year.
The Browns just as easily could, lose every game this, or the Jaguars could just as easily lose.
They
every
could
game
still
this year.
stink. Absolutely.
Right, and then you have a top 5 pick now.
That might be a problem.
Interestingly enough, we've seen our first trade involving the first round, and all 32
Yeah.
teams still have a first round pick.
Oh God, yeah, right. That's funny.
I finally made that trade. Been waiting. Oh boy. I mean, he can play 2 positions. So if I'm the Jags, I'm doing that.
They need all the help they can get. So
Why not put him out there for both sides? Who cares? He
Right.
might not be, he might not be in all the meetings. I don't give a shit. I'm the Jaguars. Who cares?
I'd be very curious though. Drew, who's that one guy who had his girlfriend like on his lap? You remember that?
Oh,
for the draft, and then his
Oh,
mom
who
showed up and
was that
shoved her
guy?
out of the way. That was
I
great.
can't remember who that
Wow.
was.
Yeah, she was like all over him too, and the mom came in and just like grabbed the girl and like yeeted her off the couch.
It was the year of the quarantine draft, I think.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Can't remember who that was.
Wow.
I do remember that.
Defensive
Yeah.
lineman.
Mhm.
I like that pink jacket.
Nice pink jacket.
Yeah, right.
What is he going to
Yay.
Sunday brunch? I thought he was
Oh,
being
Tony
drafted.
Khan's excited. I'm excited for
Oh,
you,
look at
Tony.
that handshake between Tony and Shad
Yeah,
Khan.
right.
They did a Mega Powers handshake.
Yeah.
Ah. We're still going to be 5-12.
I like how his tiny sons are celebrating.
AEW.
Oh, yes.
That is the
Well,
most forced yelling.
is that
I've-
Mitch
there's
Trubisky
definitely
flipping a
cameraman
football?
going, yell
Yeah.
right now.
Can they get Will Ospreay to do something?
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
seriously.
He can jump high.
Chris Jericho, he's not good anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fullback.
Maybe Jericho could throw some passes this year.
Oh.
I mean, might be above the Orton line. I don't know.
Jericho's turned himself into the cruiserweight Hulk Hogan.
Yes, he
Yeah,
has.
right.
Yep.
Yeah. He did the exact same thing that he complained about in WCW. He's doing the
Yep.
exact same thing now.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Very silly. Love it. Gotta stay on top, guys.
Brother, dude, cousin.
It's not gonna work for me, brother.
Thank God WrestleMania didn't trot out Hulk Hogan.
They
That would've
learned
been
their they learned their lesson.
I think that ship has sailed.
Stone Cold did almost kill a guy. Or a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran into the wall.
Yes, he did.
I
Did you
loved
see
it.
Did you see the footage of him missing the ramp before he even got out
Yes,
there?
he
too?
couldn't even
No.
get on the ramp. Yeah.
So
Really?
they think he might have been drunk.
I mean,
He has to drink like 12 beers in 4 seconds, so he might be. Maybe
Yeah,
you need a
but they don't
primer.
Practice that behind this curtain.
You
No,
could've
but
just
if
had him-
you can't go in cold like that. You gotta have a couple before you get thrown all those,
Going cold.
You
right?
gotta pregame that shit.
You need a pregame before that happens.
Ugh.
This is a terrible time to
Yeah.
do this.
I didn't want to. I didn't
Like,
want to
not
say
a
that
single
'cause
person on the planet cares about his speech.
Yeah.
And now he has to give this heartfelt thing while people are screaming about this
Well,
other guy.
When it was supposed to be the 5th pick, it was fine because nobody cared.
Mhm.
You and your charity, how dare you?
Yeah.
I'm saying they're intentionally taking, not intentionally, but inadvertently taking attention away from the guy who deserves some attention.
Mhm. Yeah. Eric Armstead, you already had your shot. Okay. That's why the Niners got rid of your ass.
Oh,
Well, and
ouch.
here, ooh, nice. And here's the other problem: this person who's getting drafted by the Jags. This may be the last time we ever see them on television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
there it is.
There it is. Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter will go to the Jags, who traded up.
Oh, I do like that suit.
Oh, he's dancing?
Good suit.
Oh,
Okay. All
I
right.
like it.
I like that.
There's so many ferns. He has to dance between the ferns.
He's
That's why
actually
he's
just
dancing.
trying to get
He's
to
just
the
trying to
forest.
get up to the stage.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Dion to show up with a steel chair and hit him
God.
for getting drafted
Dion.
ahead of his son.
Dion's
Whoa,
not having
who's
a
that
good
guy
night.
in that green suit?
Shamar Stewart, I think.
That is a fucking look. I am here for it.
You like the green?
Oh yeah.
Bold. Oh, I love Travis Hunter. Look at him. He's fun.
If I
I
had to
love
wear
him
a
too.
suit with no shirt underneath,
We tapped the
That would be
Jags
green.
logo too, running out. I love
Oh.
this guy.
yeah,
I
I'm
think
like
you can,
so
Greg.
upset that we got Cam Ward now.
You're depressed? Are you going
Cam
to be
Ward's
okay?
gonna be great. I was just,
Yeah.
it's been a while since I've actually been on the podcast. But what was the thing I always complained about? We had no one to root for,
Right.
and I'm sure Cam Ward will be that. But like, this guy's exciting. I just wanted somebody to be exciting.
Oh, he's dancing. This,
Oh,
by
he's
the way,
he's really going for it. I love this.
this,
He's
by the
gonna
way,
tear
is the, only,
something.
is the last time he'll ever be this excited to be associated with the Jaguars.
Probably true.
Yeah.
Well, he's 3 years away from requesting a trade.
Yeah, right.
Can I enter the transfer portal? No.
Go to UCLA. They'll take anybody.
UCLA. Who you got?
Whoa, look, showing off his skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen a guy do this? Maybe later I'll throw it up and catch it.
Yes, once. He's so good.
Oh, he is good. He's going to be good for the Jags.
We need another A.
shit.
I
What
know.
the fuck was that catch?
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
the one against North Dakota State. Yeah.
We didn't take this guy.
You got Cam
He's
Ward.
melting down.
Be happy with what you have.
We're losing him, guys. We're losing him already.
Did you see that catch?
All right, hold up. We need an offensive tackle to go to calm Greg down,
Oh my god.
just so he can feel better about his own pick now. All right, at least we don't have the T-Rex arm guy.
Baby arms.
Wait till you see him. He's gonna get drafted by the Patriots, probably. You just admire his baby arms.
I can't wait for baby arms to get
Yeah.
picked.
I wish I had infinite money so I could get jerseys that said baby arms on it.
Are you still getting more and more depressed here as you watch these highlights, Greg?
Drew seemed excited about Cam Ward, so I'm going to trust my good friend Drew. So I am excited by proxy.
Please be excited for
I'm
Cam.
Listen, you
excited.
can have all the Travis Hunter you want, but Will Levis ain't going to get him the ball.
Oh, this motherfucker went to Jacksonville. Oh.
Yeah, but like, what's he got? He got Trevor Lawrence trying to hook him the ball.
Yeah. Okay, the Giants are in.
I'll be seeing this guy forever.
Yeah, you are actually.
Well, that's true. He's in your division.
I have my window open so I can hear the collective groan of disappointment from Giants fans.
Greg, you should be happy though. He'll only have to deal with him for 3 years, and he's gonna be a Chief, so you're fine.
He'll be a chief. Whatever team Dion coaches, he'll be on.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I remember that year that with like consecutive picks, the Raiders took Darren McFadden and the Chiefs took whatever his name was, Glenn Dorsey. And I was like, oh, I'm not looking forward to having Glenn Dorsey to run into for like 10 years. And then it turned out both of them sucked.
Great equalizer.
It is kind of funny about these drafts. We think we know everything, and then things happen to these players. all
We don't
the
know
time.
shit.
I
Like
like
Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck just decided to quit at one point and
Yeah.
fucked up the Colts forever.
Every single player decided to dress like the Joker.
But like Caesar Romero Joker.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
right,
like,
right.
It's not like
Joker through
cool,
the
edgy
years.
Heath Ledger Joker. It's 60s camp Joker.
Baby Arms comes out as Heath Ledger.
Like the
The
Joker.
They come out, they come out in the full Joker costume on a surfboard.
When I asked you, Greg, which version of the Joker Cliff Kingsbury had on the
Oh,
wall,
my
and you just looked at
God.
me like, Mark, come on.
Come on.
I'm
And
sticking
Cliff,
with it being
Cliff
Caesar
really
Romero.
does have that. That's not a joke. He really has
Yeah.
a Joker
Oh,
pick.
yeah. It's like,
course he
I was
does.
offended you asked which one.
How dare you?
That was one of the best moments I've ever seen on Hard Knocks, and I like Hard Knocks. So
Yeah.
And that was
Some
that
people are
late
just
season
such
Hard
cliches.
Knocks. That wasn't even the real Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
oh, those
God,
are
it's-
some morose
You think
motherfuckers
the
right
Giants
there.
are Keith Sanders?
Look at this
We're
one
so
sad boys.
fired.
You know,
We're
at
so
the end of like a movie when they show the picture of all the kids and they describe what happens and they slowly fade out of the picture.
Yeah. Joe Schoen was killed in
could've-
Vietnam.
Yeah.
Take note of what we just saw.
Yeah.
Brian Dayball was never heard from again.
Dayball
Matt
was drafted
LeVar.
and died in Nam.
Died in Nam. Okay, Abdul
It's
Carter.
That's fine. That fell right into their laps.
Look at that awesome Adidas chain.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
That is
He's
Do
cool.
you
Still
have
my
one
heart.
too, or is that his dad?
Guys, I'm like a half
No,
second
that's his
behind
dad.
you. You ruined it all.
Somebody get
Yeah,
Drew
yeah,
Rosenhaus
Drew
a shirt that
Rosenhaus.
fits. My God.
Whoa, look at that. It's like a dress. What are you wearing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Mike, wait for him to stand up. You'll be amazed.
He's got his
This is
Inquisitor
a
tunic to
look.
hunt Jedi.
Wow. I love that reference, Drew.
A cool look.
Inquisitor.
He's going like vaguely Nation of Islam vibe.
I think
That's
that's what it
true.
was. I'm here for it.
I'm 100% sure that is it. Yeah, because it's like
Assalamu
mom
alaikum,
also had-
motherfucker.
By the way, New England's just staring at the draft board. Not
What do we-
nobody's
I
saying
don't know
a
what to
word.
do with my hands.
Yeah, right.
He
Vrabel, I
looks
thought you planned for this.
he looks so big right now.
Oh my god.
Abdul
yeah.
Carter looks frightening.
He's a
He
big
doesn't
dude.
even
Like,
That's
I
on
think-
yet.
like this might be one of the best picks of this draft, to be honest.
I love Abdul Carter. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good at football.
But that depends on if that foot fracture turns out to
Yeah,
actually
right.
be anything or not.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He says
I
it's
don't know.
not.
I
They
just-
say it's not. The league says it's not. But like foot fracture.
No, I get it.
Why did they have a handshake? What?
Because he's homeboys with him. Ryan, stick with the narrative.
Just like him and Little Wayne.
His little buddy Wayne.
We are
Hey,
home
Yuri Shaki.
boys.
We ride lowrider bikes around the neighborhood together, barking
God.
at shorties.
Listening to the Jurassic 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good.
I like
good
that Lil
pick.
Wayne doesn't listen
Good
to Lil
pick.
Wayne.
Roger Goodell knows hip
I'm
hop.
laid back
Yep.
with money on my mind.
Wow, Roger, you sure do look at ease today.
Let me get my recliner and just hang out.
Just like
So, by the
you,
way,
I like the shorties as well.
the sidebar, I went to see Denzel Curry in concert last week, who's great, but and I grant it was Boston, but I've seen him in New York, and the same phenomenon is true. For being a like under 30 rap artist, the fact that like 98.5% of his crowd is white dudes is disturbing.
There's always been that like little contingency, like back with like Felt and like stuff like that.
So, guys,
Sure,
it's
hence-
literally all my
hence
students listen to.
Jurassic 5.
Like that. It's just that's the genre now. Like rock as a genre is dead.
Oh, totally.
oh
yeah.
yeah,
Totally.
Like it is all just like no name rappers who I've never heard of.
my
Ooh.
current obsession is JPEG Mafia.
Sure.
Okay.
Big fan.
All right. I like that.
So this guy looks like a pretty good football player, eh?
He looks really good. Maybe the Giants defense will actually be good.
It's going to be slightly better
Who cares?
at minimum.
It won't. It won't.
Who was the guy that brought out the framed picture of his grandma and started dropping
yeah.
F-bombs? Was that
Oh, that's
McKinley?
insane.
Yeah, I feel like
think
it was
that
a
was-
saint. I don't
I
know
think
why.
that was McKinley.
Was it? Oh yeah, Tack McKinstry or something
Yes,
like that. Was
yes,
it? Yes,
that's
yeah,
it,
yeah. Oh yeah, he was dropping. Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
I fucking told you, Grandma. Well,
Right.
okay.
Wow,
Like-
grandma.
Sound like Jim Cornette out there. Just F bombs.
Oh, Mark, I can put on my very tiny hat you got me.
Yes, that's right.
Put it on.
You gotta hold it up to the camera.
Oh my god, it's so small.
It's the
Wow.
unicorn one he showed us.
I've never seen him wear it though. He doesn't. Oh my
You can't
god.
wear it. It's only for kids.
don't
It's for, like,
think he's
little
capable of
girls.
wearing it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the best I got.
There
It's
you
on.
go. If you put it off the side, it's like you're in prison.
All right, the Patriots are up on the clock here. Is this baby arms?
Oh, who cares? Yes, it's
There it is, a little closer to the.
I do like that a lot. I
love this hat. I wish it fit me.
Yep.
That
I looked
is-
for an adult size.
That is maxed.
I looked for an adult size, and they don't make them in adults.
Maybe when I'm an old man.
There you go. Your head shrinks.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
The reverse Barry Bonds.
You don't think I'm going to be an old man?
Wow.
Me neither.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant your head is large. It's
I'm
not getting
surprised I got
smaller.
this far.
Oh, right. Yeah. Never mind.
I did not wish for your death. Oh my god.
That's the way I heard it.
Yeah, me too.
Wow. You're going dark on this episode.
Jeez,
What are you talking
jeez, Ryan. What did Greg ever do to you?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Can we get a moratorium on the Kelsey brothers,
No.
please?
We need
All
more.
will be Kelsey.
No, I need less Kelsey in my life.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think once the other one retires, you're going to get 3
More
times
Kelsey.
as much Kelsey.
Yeah, you're getting
That's a lot
He's
of
gonna-
Kelsey.
it all.
I don't want it.
Just a bunch of Kelsey right up the ass, Mike.
As
No.
soon as he breaks up with Taylor Swift, there's going to be a Travis Kelsey reality show.
Hmm.
There's also
Oh.
going to be an album about Travis Kelsey that's going to go like
Yeah.
10 times platinum
Mine with
in
me.
2 minutes.
She's great.
What do you think Aaron Rodgers is
Such a
doing
hot
right now?
young talent.
Aaron Rodgers is somewhere in a dark room with no windows.
I just want to go back to the
Take
what
an
you
IU
just
hop
said
or
about
whatever
you
it's
like
called.
Taylor Swift, Greg.
That's not weird, right?
Like what you like.
Everyone just moved on. No one referenced.
Unmarried, childless men in the 40s is a key demographic for her.
That's
So-
true.
Hmm.
I'm like mostly married.
Mostly
common law.
I've
married.
been engaged for 3 years. Eventually, that just common laws into something, right?
We were
In
planning your
Kentucky.
bachelor party on the other podcast. So
That's true.
True. I hope you all like Chicago.
The band?
Sure. I have to assume they're playing while we're there.
oh,
They're
at
always
all
there.
times.
If you leave me now, take away the biggest part of me.
Wow.
I feel like if I work now,
Baby, please don't go.
I can get Marklin Baker to show up to your bachelor party.
I bet you we could do that.
You
You
get
probably
Hall,
could.
but not Oates.
Yeah,
I feel like you'd be a real fucking downer, though.
Did I tell you when I was on She-Hulk? Yes.
Yes, 5 times already.
Remember when I directed those Mr. Cooper episodes?
Oh boy.
Mark,
Did a great
shit,
job.
man. Could we talk about something else?
Great job on those.
Remember that time I used to hang out with Balky?
Could probably get Balky too. Why not?
No.
Oh,
way.
I think Balky's harder. Now, Balky was just
got that.
into
He just got
something.
that fresh cash
Yeah.
injection with the Beverly Hills Cop.
Right.
That was
He
like
doesn't
a
have to
year
show his
ago.
face for
Though.
another 6 years.
Needs a couple $100.
Beverly Hills Cop 3 sustained him for this long. I mean, what do you think Beverly Hills Cop 4 is going to do?
I'm sure he's getting some like Langoliers royalties.
Oh, Langoliers. Oh my
No,
God.
no
Wow.
one has ever put Langoliers and royalties in conjunction.
I have seen
Wow.
that movie more times than I should have.
Oh, best ending ever.
So you saw it once.
I've seen it more than once.
Wow.
All right. Now here's where the draft gets at least a little interesting. We all knew these three. We didn't know what teams. We all knew that these three would go in this order.
Well, what about baby arms?
That's what I'm saying. Baby, we don't know.
Well, the draft gets interesting here from the principle that, like, I think a lot of people believe that essentially the rest of the picks that will go tonight are a negligible difference in talent.
Yeah,
It comes down to what is your scheme and what does your team need.
sure.
Yeah.
I do think in the later stage of this round, though, we're going to get some trade ups for those quarterbacks to
Yeah.
get that 5th-year option. I think that's a very
Look at this fucking guy.
Baby arms.
Also the Joker.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
He does look like he would be somebody with baby arms.
They're short. Those are baby arms.
Maybe
He's got a baby.
No,
face, too.
You know what he looks like? Oh, he looks like
This looks like somebody I would kick out of my store.
he looks like Big Boy's evil giant twin brother from Dick Tracy.
So he looks like the press photos of Lou Ferrigno from Pumping Iron or whatever that documentary was called.
No, he looks like he's out to get Dick Tracy.
Greg.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the most
Fuck out.
batshit
Get the
crazy
fuck
thing about Dick Tracy, and I know really topical humor here, is apparently Warren Beatty owns the rights to Dick Tracy, and it was about to run out, and he did this batshit insane interview with Leonard Maltin as Dick Tracy, just so it would renew the copyright for it, so he could keep holding it, and they can't make another Dick Tracy movie.
Wow.
Like, there's this weird interview on, like, AMC where he's in character as Dick Tracy talking like Leonard Maltin.
Was he proud of the movie? Because
He
I
really
don't know.
loves Dick
Well,
Tracy.
I
Like
guess.
I saw that
wanted
movie
to
as
make that movie.
that movie was the first movie I remember seeing in theaters as a kid.
Really?
Yes, and I have like a vague attachment to it. Like, it's not a great movie, but
It's a
it's that
fun
childhood.
movie,
Like,
though.
I remember going to see this with my dad,
Okay.
and like it being kind of cool because it was like that, you know, Art Deco period piece thing, and I was like 7.
That's interesting.
And I'm
trying to
like,
think now,
that's pretty cool. He's got a yellow trench coat.
I'm trying to think what the first movie I saw in the theater I can remember seeing in the theater. I think it was Ninja
It's either-
Turtles.
It's either Star Trek V or Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I can't
Oh, that's a
remember
good
which
one.
one was
I
first.
feel like I definitely
Mine
saw
might have
that.
been Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, I definitely saw that in the theaters. So
I think mine was Batman '89.
Oh, that's a
That is
scary
a-
first movie.
That is a big first movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing was huge when I was a kid.
You were like 3.
Yeah, but I fucking love that shit. Made my dad go to it.
Oh, wow.
Ryan was just screaming.
This guy, I cannot take him seriously. I'm sorry.
kick him
Will
out of my
Campbell?
store. What-
He just
all
looks like a fart.
All right, Greg, what would you kick him out of your store for?
Getting a little uppity.
He's licking Pokemon cards.
Some people get real
And sticking them to the
insistent that
glass.
like they almost insist that we buy their stuff.
Okay.
That's this
Oh,
guy.
All
he's
right.
He
selling.
just like
he's a seller.
he's out of vape juice
Yeah.
and his
And he's got
out of vape juice.
Subaru is down to its last gallon.
It's like, bro, you're buying
And
this.
he's got-
I need some more vape.
Yeah.
and he's got a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you
You know
just
it.
need to have.
Right.
Oh,
They-
I'll send some of you a picture of something I did.
Some
I
of
guess
you
I'll
a
send all of you.
picture of what I
So
did.
what's
This
left out
sounds
of
like
this?
a
I just
murder
had
thing.
Some of
Such
you are gonna
joy hit me.
Sorry, Mike, you get nothing.
Some of you a picture of what I did.
Just every Yu-Gi-Oh card is sticky. So,
Oh,
I'm just
boy.
hoping it's jelly.
yeah, pray. Yeah.
I'm praying that it's strawberry jam.
Well, the Browns pick is in, so they must know. You know, they must have been happy
What
with
about that
their
running
trade
back?
down.
That Armand, who's
Ashton
Ashton Genty? Yeah.
You think that's what this is?
I don't know. They don't have Nick
he's
Chubb
like-
anymore.
He's like fated to go to the Raiders at 6.
The Raiders don't like him.
I'll reserve my thoughts on whatever happens. Ooh, I merited getting the picture.
You got the picture?
Did.
Oh boy.
This is probably a great deal and probably is slightly misspelled.
We cannot answer any questions about its contents. This is probably a great deal.
Any questions about the Yu-Gi-Oh box?
Has
Buy
anyone
at
bought it?
your own risk.
He's talking now. Oh man, he does look like a weeb.
Yeah.
She's got to hold the mic for him because his baby arms couldn't reach it.
I love baby arms. Oh, I want
They
him
don't
and
even fill those sleeves. That's why they don't pan down.
it's like a little kid. It's like extra over there.
right.
It does look like his dad's
I
prime,
borrowed my dad's
prime
suit for
creating
this.
suit.
JJ, what are you doing here?
Those
I- I had never thought about what the opposite of crime fighting was until right now,
Oh,
and I settled on crime creating.
my God. Oh, is it Janty? What are the Browns doing?
I don't know.
Crying.
A tackle, maybe an offensive tackle. How about Mason Graham? Maybe the defensive tackle out of Michigan. He's pretty good. They need help
Yeah,
everywhere. Like it's just literally
Yeah,
every
right.
position.
Other
It does
than
not
Miles
matter.
Garrett, they need something
Yeah,
everywhere.
other than Miles
They're
Garrett.
going to pick amnesty for Deshaun Watson's contract.
Unless they should do it. Do you think they should do it?
I don't know.
That would
Oh
be
God, would
interesting.
that be funny?
He looks so sad to be
Oh,
a
man.
Brown.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mason Graham.
Oh, broccoli kid.
Yep. That's a style nowadays.
That looks
Drew.
like somebody
I
I would
know.
buy vape juice out of a car from.
Mason
That's
Graham.
the kind of kid who gets thrown out of JUCO for selling skunk weed.
Look,
Yeah.
my cousin makes his own vape juice.
Yeah. Bro. You're with a customer. Bro.
He's also got like orthopedic shoes on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bro.
I know we're
Bro,
older.
the tryout party was sick, bro. I
got
threw up all over their ceremonial robes.
He got kicked out of Denny's before.
He tullied all over those plants.
No, let me tell you how hard it is to get kicked out of Denny's. I have seen some shit at a Denny's.
I
Very
teed that
difficult.
up for you. I teed that up for you.
Very difficult.
Mark, you can have anything you want off the menu, baby.
Thanks, Daddy.
Oh God.
Oh man, if someone
Look,
said that to me,
Denny's
I
is
would
the only
get
place in the
on that
universe.
menu.
Let's talk about
Denny's is the
show
only
football.
place in the universe I've ever not left a tip. I left a 0 tip because
Wow,
the
is that
waitress
bad?
who worked there, who we lovingly refer to as Hatchet Face,
No.
sat down at our table, talked to us, and proceeded to eat French fries off my plate.
Oh.
That is bad.
So at that point, the goose, you get nothing.
Yeah.
You lose.
You should have given her a bill.
There was nothing I wanted to give that
Euphemism for
woman.
something?
All right,
I
well,
like
the Raiders
Mason
are up,
Graham.
Drew. What do we think?
I like Mason Graham.
I am
I think he'll
prepared
be
to-
good.
I'm prepared to turn my hat backwards.
What if
Looks
it's
like one of
Ashton
those
Genty?
gypsies from Snatch.
Yeah.
The gypsies from Snatch. Who do you want if you were to pick? If you were the general manager,
Cam Ward.
okay, you can't have him. What about Shador?
No, I'm not interested in Shador. I am not
No,
interested
thank you.
in any of the remaining quarterbacks.
Okay. What about defense?
Fine, get a guy.
You are so broken.
I'm so
You
Hey,
are a
Titans
broken
have
man.
new jerseys. We're looking for new excited partners to
Yeah.
endeavor with.
Ah, you don't care about your new quarterback. You just want that jersey.
Yeah.
I'll let you wear my authentic Drew Bennett jersey.
Mm.
Drew Bennett. Is that two Drew Bennetts you got going here?
Yeah, well, this was my present from you, Ryan, this year.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
There you
This
go.
Drew Bennett one fits. I got
It
that a
does?
while
Oh,
ago.
good. Good.
That one doesn't fit anymore. It's actually quite embarrassing.
Oh, boy.
Well, maybe Drew Bennett
Would
doesn't
it fit
his
baby
jersey.
hands?
Oh, that's right.
Baby arms.
Probably.
The Raiders.
Yeah, baby hands. I think it would.
Fit on baby hands.
Very solemn draft room.
Look at
for
that
them.
Is it-
Raiders photographer.
Isn't it
Browns
weird
fans
that
looked
Raiders
exactly the way I
photographer.
thought they would.
Isn't
Yeah.
it weird that the Raiders like general manager is named Spytech? And Brady is the owner now.
Oh,
And
where's Brady? Where is he? He's got to be in that room.
No,
he's in the
too
dark
cool.
room with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
eating
too cool.
avocados off each other's fingers.
Ew.
Who's
so
fingers is he
disgusting.
eating avocados off of?
Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers.
Why avocados?
Because Tom
Brady-
Brady's an
Brady's-
avocado guy.
Avocados from Mexico.
What? Tom Brady's an avocado guy?
He's
Oh yeah, you
nuts
didn't know
about
that?
him.
He's got like a whole cookbook about
Yeah.
avocados.
Look,
He
I
loves
love a
them.
good avocado. It's great.
He
I'm
hates
allergic to
tomatoes.
avocados. Fuck you, Tom
Greg,
Brady.
Tom Brady hates tomatoes.
True
What?
story.
Nightshades
Yeah.
lead to
And now
inflammation.
he's right in the back, the heart of tomato country.
He's
Why
in
do
the
you
heart
know
of
that about
tomato
him?
country.
Tomato country, baby. All right, here we go.
Pookie.
The funniest fruit, it's tomato.
Gonna
Come
burn
on,
this
Bookie.
motherfucker down.
We gotta burn this motherfucker down.
All
The
right.
funniest fruit is not a tomato.
All right, Drew. Good luck.
Exciting.
Good luck. My prediction,
My cat has decided now it's time to stand in front of my stream.
they're gonna fuck it up for me. They're gonna pick Jalen Walker. Watch. Nope, Ashton Janty.
There you go.
It
Okay,
is.
There you go.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll leave the hat forward for that. Why are they
Yep.
showing little Wade? Wait, that's Ashton Janty.
Oh,
Good pick.
Here's
why not?
so I thought about this possibility
good looking.
already.
Steve Urkel gets drafted into the NFL.
Stefan or Cal.
Stefan Urkel.
I thought about this possibility earlier when all the hype was that the Raiders were going to take Janty. I have no problem with them taking Janty. The Raiders have no run game to speak of. They're the worst running offense in football.
Right.
But if the Raiders were picking at 20, I would adore this pick. But like at 6, that guy's got to jump off the tape like Edgerrin James or Ricky Williams or Saquon Barkley. And like Janty doesn't do that to me because all of his best highlights come against 5'9" white guys from Fresno State.
So, Drew, let me ask you this then.
First off, this highlight is against Utah State, Drew. So get it right.
Playing on the Georgia.
Wow.
No, is that Georgia Southern? That must be the bowl
Oh,
game.
that's okay. It
'Cause
looks
that's
like
Georgia
Utah.
Southern's field.
All right.
Yeah. So, Drew, let me ask you this then. What
Yeah.
other positional need, like, do they take in this spot if they don't take Genty?
All of them.
Okay.
I mean, one of the tackles would be great. That one of the corners would have been great because they can't stop anybody from passing. Like,
Is this not like a tackle deep draft though? Like, aren't there guys in the second and third rounds? Who are
They could have taken Membu. Membu's the other guy,
Yeah,
but he's a
they
right
pretty
They could
tackle.
have taken Membu. They could have taken one of the dudes from Texas. Like I said, they could have taken that corner from Michigan, I think, who's dynamite. I mean, again, I'm not complaining about Janty. It's fine. It's just at 6, I really want to see like Marshall Faulk on film, and I don't see that.
The one thing, though, is if this works out, you have two incredibly explosive offensive weapons with Bowers and
Right.
Janty.
And listen, if they're going to spell Janty with Mostert, like suddenly you've got a
That's not bad.
halfway decent,
No, yeah, that's fine.
you got a halfway decent thing going on. Again, I'm not against this pick. I just wish this pick were like at 20 instead of at 6.
It's an
Yeah.
interesting.
But Drew,
comparison.
he's Emmett Smith.
I was about to say, yeah, they decided he was Emmett.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No,
I think it's
don't
a great
either.
pick. I think excellent.
I think
move.
it's fine. I think it's a fine pick. I think it addresses their need. I think he's a very talented player.
Mhm.
You know,
He is
I'm also
very
a little
talented.
bit- I'm also a little bit haunted because, as we've already discussed, the last time they took a running back this high was Darren McFadden.
Yeah. How bad was McFadden? I don't remember him being that bad.
He
was
had
all
a
right.
couple of years where he was all right. He was hurt a lot, and he had
He
a
was
fumbling
hurt.
problem.
He was hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had
He
a
had a
weird
fum-
body, didn't he? Wasn't he just
He
like
was-
really tall?
He was
or
kind of
He was
something?
too
he was an
tall.
upright runner.
Yeah.
I'm very.
He had
curious.
that-
I
he
prefer
had
to
that-
call it weird body because
He had that Eric Dickerson, like his spine was wicked straight while he's running down the field.
I prefer to call it weird
Yeah.
body.
I like
if you're
Greg the
tall.
Scout here. Ugh, what a weird
Ah,
bug.
gross. You see these guys' arms? You see how short they are? They're like
Yeah.
well,
babies'
the
arms.
analytics call it Vision Plus. Yeah, I'm gonna go with weird body.
See, here's the problem with the Emmett Smith comparison. This is Emmett Smith doing this to other professionals. All of Ashton Genty's highlights are against San Jose State.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I think he translates well to the NFL.
I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. I don't know if it'll be Emmett
So, too,
Smith.
I think he'll be
But-
fine.
Yeah.
He's as tall as
I'm
he
not-
is.
I'm not.
He's a
against
short man.
this.
He's
Yeah,
not very tall. I like him too as a person. Like all of his
Yeah, I do
interviews,
too.
I think he's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
it.
am-
I like Janty.
Real curious to see what the Jets do here because they should take a tackle. That should be the idea. Will they take that tight end because they
Correct.
like shiny, fancy
No.
things? So-
Well, now that Aaron Glenn is there, I think the Membu pick makes more sense
yeah,
because
it makes a lot of sense.
it's a much more grittier.
Right. 'Cause
Kinda
they took
thing.
a left tackle last year who was fine, I think.
They
right?
built up a decent offensive line. It's not amazing,
They
but
definitely
you
need
know,
a right tackle because Morgan Moses sucks. So-
yeah, right. He's old too now. Oh, okay. Janty's high school.
High school.
Okay.
None of those guys were on the team when Genty was.
Or
Well, the guy
even
in the
know who he
middle.
is. Okay. Why not?
I feel like there haven't been that many commercials. Have I just been not even paying attention?
It
This
was
is
like,
the
oh, we got
second
one here.
pick, I
We
think.
got one.
Don't worry, there's a Kelsey here now.
He was on the other commercial break too. Mike's not here, so he's
More Kelsey.
wow. Okay. All right. We're on the Jets.
Yeah,
Membu, I think it's Membu is the pick. I'm guessing, but
I mean, that would make the most sense.
a coworker just texted me and said, I like Ashton Genty a lot, but the Raiders are going to be the Raiders. Keep in mind, the person who texted me that is a Jaguars fan.
oh god, there are more than 3 of those. We just saw another Kelsey commercial. Mike.
I know. I was in the room.
I tried not to be, but I was.
So sad.
Well, I'm in the middle of upstairs renovations. As you can see behind me, there's no longer a wall there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now
I
that
thought you had one of your fits again.
I mean, I have been having the coughing fits for like 2 weeks.
I'm a Hulk.
You knocked that wall down with your bare hands. We know you did.
Mm-hmm.
Got that pee cancer, Drew.
We sold that to Claire.
Thanks, Mark.
It's Claire's princess sleeping chamber.
I like that.
She
Good
was
marketing.
mad that her room was a different shape than her brother's.
But it's a sleeping chamber.
Princess sleeping chamber,
Mhm.
please.
Got to have that in there. Very important detail.
Hmm.
Good sell job. You got. It's all about the marketing with these children. You know, you gotta sell them on the idea.
I'm taking back my previous statement about not having children. I realized it was harsh.
However, I reserve the right to change again.
Yeah, it will
They go
change
there.
Yeah.
twice before the show's over. I'm sure. Do you feel the same way about Peyton Manning and his commercials, Mike?
No.
Why?
Peyton Manning
What's
is
the
Uncle
difference?
Sam.
'Cause to
He's
me,
in like
Peyton
10
Manning is
commercials an
actually
hour.
Funny at times.
Okay.
I
The
just like
Kelsey
seeing
brothers
him.
are just annoying. Their shtick is like, "Bruh." Like Peyton Manning is at least sometimes wittily funny. And he's still filling one of the greatest SNL sketches ever as the United Way one where he's just throwing darts at kids' heads.
Forgot about
You really
that.
paint a picture with your words.
Not 9 seconds ago, he apologized for taking his kids to task, and then his favorite SNL sketch is kids getting hit in the head with footballs.
It's not my kids.
They brought the ticker back on ESPN.
I love
today.
my
It
kids.
was gone for like the last
It's just it's other people's kids.
Yeah.
JETS.
All right.
Fuck this up. Fuck.
Somehow the Jets
I
draft Ken
think they're
O'Brien.
competent. I think the Jets are competent now.
The New York Jets.
They're
select
drafting Dan
Kyle
Marino.
Brady.
Yeah.
I think that it's a new era for the Jets.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Look, they just picked
Oh,
Membu.
Mizzou. I love that.
Mizzou.
This
favorite
dude is
player.
this dude is good.
Oh, nice hat, lady. Wait, is that lady? Either way, I like that hat.
Hey, lady, you got a weird body.
He is big. This guy is a big guy.
Yes, he is. He is a large individual.
God,
See,
is he
now
ever.
this is the kind of guy I want.
Look at this
in
guy.
the quarterback.
Greg, you do not want another
That
tackle.
was a very large human
What are
being.
you talking about? Now we have one.
Now you got to keep Cam Ward upright.
Yeah.
I just gotta take a second.
He's
Carolina's
he's
on the
6'4".
clock.
Greg,
Yeah.
you're about 6'4". I'm about 6'3". That man
Will
is
Levis. That.
easily 100 pounds heavier than I am.
Oh yeah,
He's a big man.
I like this pick. I think this is good. For
Oh
Great
yeah,
pick,
great
the
pick.
Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
works.
is what they should have done. They don't
Yeah.
get tempted by the tight end. Just take the
Panthers pick
tackle.
is in.
Yeah, they must have.
It's gonna be
Look, my
Jalen Walker.
philosophy with the draft is my same philosophy with the draft in Madden. I can't develop offensive linemen. I'm going to draft them with the first round pick,
Yeah,
and I can
right.
make any shitty wide receiver good.
I am kind of
You-
surprised that the Panthers did not trade back because they kept
Do you
trying
think
to.
Bryce Young's going to turn it around? I
Boy.
thought he looked really good last year at the end. Tail
he
end.
He
of
did.
last
He
year.
did
Sure
look
did.
good at the end. He did look good at
Maybe
the end.
He just needed time to adjust. Maybe
Yeah.
he is good.
I mean, that makes sense. That does make
I
sense.
would feel confident if I were you, but I also really threw my hat in with Will Levis, so perhaps
You
are
were
definitely
a
going to
big
be
fan
right
of his.
again.
Yeah, I don't know, but he needs more help for sure.
Oh.
Yes.
Jets draft blunders.
Is it illegal to pick up the quarterback while he throws?
Here it is.
Like a baby.
Like I don't mean, sure. Like like when
Rock
you
'em?
put the kid on your shoulders.
Right.
Can we do that?
Oh,
with
we
Bryce Young
need to
and
like
have him
create
throw the
a
pass?
like
Yeah, you can't-
Bryce Young is just he comes out with a trench coat and there's just different legs underneath.
Yeah.
Right, there's the two Bryce Youngs.
Tell you who can't throw him was Will Campbell because he can't even reach him.
Yeah. Oh God. He can't reach anything.
Yeah, no. He has to
There's
have
only
two
one-
grabber arms, like a little extended region. I gotcha.
He has one of
There's
those
only-
Doc Ock things that clamps onto his back with the extra arms.
There's only one more thing I'm interested in this first round, and it's the miracle chance that Florida's 460-pound defensive tackle gets selected in the first round.
Oh my god.
That's not
He
happening,
won't.
but I
No,
love
he won't.
I love that. I put
I-
Jalen Walker.
I still,
here, but-
unfortunately, I'm of the opinion he's not going to get picked at all. But
I don't think he will either. He'll go to a camp though. Somebody will pick.
Oh,
him up
yeah,
and go to-
somebody's
he'll
gotta
be UDF.
try.
he'll be
Yeah,
playing in the UFL before the end of the season.
which is great.
man.
Do it. Become a
Birmingham's-
star of the UFL.
Did you already
Birmingham
write in
Stallions.
Jalen Walker on our ticker?
Yeah, because it's going to be Jalen Walker. That's every mock draft says Jalen Walker. Mason Graham was the other option. It's got to be Jalen Walker.
The Jets fan, my good friend at work, just texted me and he goes, "We resisted the temptation of the tight end."
It's probably a good move. Smart.
It was sparkly, and they decided they
Which
wisely
is really the
chose
first time guys from Jersey have ever been able to do that.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing about this new Jets team is I'm assuming they're going to try to run the ball a lot more with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So
You would
you
think.
need blocking. You need
And-
that guy.
And mobile
Like,
blocking.
I
at
think
that.
there's a real turnaround potential for the Jets for just getting the Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
The stink out of there.
juju out of the building.
Look what
Right.
it did for the Commanders. Mark's
had the-
Commanders.
They had the over under at like 5 wins for the Jets. You know, it's early, but that's what they had in. I'm like, man, I'm
take the
spamming
over.
the over. That is way over. I would say like 7-8 wins easy on the Jets.
I think
So-
they're a dark horse candidate for Mark's pick.
I
Well,
would.
especially if Miami collapses, which is not inevitable but possible.
They have
Oh,
already.
it's gonna
collapsed.
happen.
I think this team is going to be bottom 5. We'll wait to our preview episode, but I am very anti-Dolphin. Like the team just gave up. Jalen Ramsey's like, I'm out. Tyreek Hill's like, I guess I'm gone too. Like everybody wants to leave. Like this team is a fucking wreck, and they can't do anything because they have no cap space because they gave it all to Tyreek and Tua.
I mean, Tyreek may end up in prison before he's done.
Yeah, Jesus. It's like every 5 weeks he's like, I'm gonna punch the shit out of somebody.
I'm gonna get married to a new woman,
Yeah, then punch the
impregnate her,
shit out
and
of
then
her.
punch her in the face.
Right.
It's like death and taxes. Tyreek
he's
will get married,
That-
impregnate
that
another woman, and
is
punch her in the
Tyreek Hill
face.
committing domestic violence.
Yes.
That team reeks to me as a team that's going to implode. They had one good young defensive player on their team, Javon Holland, and he left in free agency. Like they have nothing. This team has nothing other
Well,
than
the Raiders
two
got the other
speed
guy, who's
receivers.
the D tackle. The Raiders.
Oh,
picked
last
up.
year. You know, I'm talking about this year. They only had one guy left, and he left, and one guy on their defense who was
Yeah.
young and good, and he left. I think
Would you want to stay? No.
no. I think they are fourth, a solid fourth in the AFC East right now.
Oh boy.
Shadir.
Mel's best available. I will say
Johnson.
Jalen Walker is a jacked boy. Those are some big. Those are not baby arms. Those are big
Who do
arms.
you think the Panthers are taking?
Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker.
Shador Sanders.
I'm going to disagree with both. They're going wide out.
I like Will Johnson.
I do too, but he's
You
hurt
know
and he
what-
didn't run a very fast 40-yard dash, which is
You know
little
what's a
Put him
shame
in
concerning.
zone.
is,
He's fine.
You know what's a shame is, and he could still go tonight, but that corner from East Carolina,
Yeah,
that dude would have been
Rebel.
a top 10 pick if he hadn't
Easy.
gotten hurt. Rebels, he's the truth.
Somebody is going to get a steal with that guy, like because it's an ACL, which sucks, but he was
can come
young
back
when he
from
had
that.
it, and you can come back from that. So it's not like you're 30 and have that.
He's the truth. You might say he's our truth.
Oh,
All right, here you go, Ryan. What do you think?
I think it's Jalen.
Come on,
Sanders,
Shadir.
Sanders,
Come on,
Sanders.
Shadir.
Or Shiloh Sanders. That'd be something.
Shiloh.
Oh no!
There you
Don't
go.
Shiloh me.
Ooh.
Oh boy! They switched it up on me.
Little switcheroo.
Little switch. What are we doing here?
You fool.
Wow, Ted McMillan. I don't know
All
if
right.
I like this.
Drew, first off, get it out of the way. How do you say his name?
I have no clue. McMillan.
Ted
That's the part I
Aroa.
know.
You watch a lot of college football, I assume.
I
you
do, and I don't know.
Ted Aroa.
Hmm.
Wow,
McConkey
Ted.
and McMillan. They could be a duo.
Yeah, you got him and what's his name? I'm already blanking on his name. Okay, the receiver he took last year. Look at
Look at
It's
Adam
McConkey's
Thielen.
new it's McConkey's new partner, McMillan.
McMillan.
No,
McConkey
boy.
and McMillan.
McConkey and McMillan.
Ted McMillan. Wow. Okay. He is a large human being who can
Yes, he is.
catch, but
Yeah,
he's
there you
also questionable character, right? That's what I've heard.
Is he? I never heard that.
He's a little temperamental, but he didn't do anything
6'4".
bad.
That's a huge bitch.
He's a big. They're trying to get their Mike Evans. I believe this is the
Well,
the,
yeah.
the
I was
thought
going
process
to
here.
go one step further. I was saying this is their do-over on Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah.
Man liked his Taco Bell.
He
this
did not
is-
run. He did not run a 40-yard dash, which concerns me. I don't know
Nobody
how fast
ran
he
a
is.
40-yard dash this year.
Nobody
Don't
did
get
this
tied
year.
up on that. Nobody did it. Nobody lifted. Nobody did anything anymore. And this is the way it's going to work now.
Also, listen, this is the example I always go to. Remember when Anquan Bolden had a bad day at the
Mhm.
40
Yep.
and he ended up going
Yeah,
in the
right,
second
right, right.
round because of it and then
Yep.
had a borderline Hall of Fame career? Like,
True. It doesn't mean that much, but also we drafted Kelvin Benjamin, and that guy was awful.
You drafted him like 10 years ago.
the problem is Kelvin Benjamin was good at stuff, just not the stuff the league
Okay.
cared for at that time.
Yeah.
He was built like Keyshawn Johnson. He was not a ball guy. He was a go up in the corner from 3 yards out and catch the fade kind of guy.
All right, Ted McMillan. Well,
Look, he's
Bryce
excited.
Young needs a big target.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. He's like
This-
3 Bryce Youngs.
Maybe he could be the lower half of a Bryce Young, like just his,
Bryce Young Tower,
his bo-
yeah.
his bottom half. Oh, he's giving Roger a little thing.
I thought Greg was doing wind sprints in the background.
He's
Like
doing high
Russell
knees.
Wilson. Yeah, like Russell Wilson.
He's doing high knees. Jesus, take the wheel.
I am surprised the Saints are picking here. I mean, could this be Shadir?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Could this be Shadir?
I do not think so.
Or are they marching for Arch? Are they thinking, you know what? Let's
Oh,
not
they're
take a
marching
quarterback
for
this year.
they're marching for Arch.
Right,
They're
and
marching
let's go
for
get Arch
no
next
doubt.
year.
I think this is either Michael Williams or Jalen Walker. It's one.
Yeah,
of them.
Walker would probably be good. Didn't
They-
Walker go to Georgia?
They both went to Georgia.
They both went to Georgia.
Yeah.
Maybe they take one of the corners.
Yeah.
Could be possible.
Man,
Interesting.
Oh, the Panthers took a wide receiver, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
They did. It surprised me
Exciting.
because they can't stop anyone on defense. Who was it? Was it you who showed me that chart? It was like defensive ratings, and it was like the Eagles in the top right corner, and the Panthers in the bottom left. Like
Oh, boy.
absolute trash. Everybody else in the middle.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
The Saints are another team I want no good things to happen to.
I don't like this.
Why do you hate the Saints?
I don't like Sean Payton.
Fair enough.
Still hate him because of Sean Payton, even though he's
Still
long
hate
gone.
I mean,
Yeah.
I hate the Seahawks because of Pete Carroll. So
Mhm.
Ditto.
Why does it say Nalo on his
who
chain?
knows? Who knows?
I texted
Sir.
I'm not going to look up.
texted my brother, how do you feel about the Jets' new offensive tackle? To which his reply was, he is a huge human being.
He
Yeah.
is.
He's a big
Great.
dude.
I think the Jets are in very good shape. I think with
Yeah,
Aaron
I
Glenn,
think so.
I like what they're
Justin
doing.
Fields. I think they obviously have Garrett Wilson still. Their receivers are good. Their defense was good before it got fucking shit canned
Right,
on purpose. So
Yeah, it really comes down to how much do they ask Fields to do, and what does he do with it?
I can't believe they got rid of Salah though last year. Like
I know.
the whole season went downhill after
It
that.
was a mess.
I mean,
But
he's
they're in a
super
better
talented.
place.
Yeah. Didn't he end up with? Is he back with San Francisco, Mike?
Yes.
He is.
Oh, that's a good move.
Who's that?
Salah.
Or- oh,
Yeah, he's back. He's the D coordinator again.
that's a good
So
move.
so wait, just to recap where we were at the end of the season. It was a travesty that Robert Saleh got fired for shit that wasn't his fault. But Mike Tomlin is going to get fired immediately, according to all of you.
I still think he's
Mike
in
Tomlin should
trouble
be
soon.
fired.
He's in trouble soon. I still
I
think.
don't think he is.
You got to do something.
This whatever this new team is, if Rodgers is not there and they have Shador, I think he could be in trouble.
I don't think he is.
I-
I just don't think that's how they do
Maybe.
business, especially
It's
not after
not.
we already
It's,
won a
you're
Super
right
Bowl.
about that. It is not how they do
If
business.
Shador-
Shadir
not how
doesn't
they
go
do business.
here, I really think the Steelers are an option at 21 because I think Mike Tomlin
Everybody-
can handle Shadir.
Everybody seems to say that the Saints are not interested in Sanders at 9.
All right, we're about to find out.
He doesn't fit the offense that Kellen Moore wants to play. So
Here
that's
comes-
the one.
Tyler Shuck,
Oh boy.
Brandon
Out.
Whedon,
They're gonna
Kelvin Banks Jr.
offensive lineman, smart.
I
Yeah,
love that we have
He's
like
a-
the lineman draft and the Titans aren't in play.
yeah.
It's
They
finally
wanted to.
happening. It's your dream
Trade
is come
back up
true.
into the first
They are.
round.
Oh my
feverishly
God.
trying to trade back in.
Yeah, at the beginning of the second, you're like, all these tackles.
Yeah.
No, I know none of you are going to take them now because you all took them in the first. We get our all.
This
the
is
pick
a
of the litter.
big
Your remaining
guy.
6 picks are going to be
Yeah.
tackles.
Yep.
Yeah, this kid is a monster.
I like
Surprised-
him.
Yeah, I do.
Is that
too.
like a Egyptian I'm obsessed with these chains.
Oh, be careful with that baby.
Look at that baby getting whacked. Oh my
That
god.
baby was getting shocked. That was not good.
Look, you don't grow up big and strong like this kid without taking a couple shots when you're a baby.
Baby just spit up. Blech.
Like Frank Reich did.
Oh, don't talk about Frank.
Frank
We all know
baby?
what Frank did.
We all know what Frank
We
did.
all know, and we can never discuss it.
We could never bring it up.
I'm
Frank.
surprised none of the Georgia defense. Like they also don't they have a safety who's really good too this year?
Malachi Starks. Is
Yeah,
pretty
he's
good.
real good.
Oh, this is that lineman for Texas.
yeah,
Big boy.
I was 1,000% sure this guy was going to be a Titan. We
I-
said it. I
I
said it in
kinda-
October of last
I
year.
kind of
we were
wanted the
watching
Niners
games.
to take
I was
him.
like, look at that big motherfucker. He's definitely going to be a Titan in the future.
Well, it doesn't help that I think we texted you about it for 6 weeks and then gave you shit about it at Comic-Con.
I don't read.
Well, this means the Niners are going to get somebody pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're in a
Absolutely.
decent position. I kind of wish they got. They need to go corner or offensive tackle. Like
Will
they need to
Johnson's still
start
there.
rebuilding that line a little bit, and
Yep.
they need some corner help because their secondary has been the weak point of that defense for 3 years. They do either of those things, I'm happy.
I'm very concerned for this baby. I'm very concerned for this baby.
Whose
Whose baby is this?
He has the mind of a child.
Oh my
You know
god!
not the
you're
elaborate
right.
criteria by
I
which
know.
you are judged.
Poor baby.
Yeah, baby.
It's fine.
Babies are resilient.
It's like that, like you're being shook.
I know, right?
Shaken baby syndrome. My God.
Jesus.
Man,
What the
What the fuck?
shit? What is this shit? Oh God.
Wow, you are really playing to your crowd.
Okay.
We're just gonna have a quick pageant here.
Now it's time for what y'all came for.
We booked the next hour and a half. Enjoy.
this reminds
I'm
me
sorry,
of
Roger.
okay,
They have
this
it
is
booked.
incredible. Look,
Can't move them.
This is going to remind. So in 2001, Dork Alert, I went to the National Scout Jamboree, right? It's on a big army base in Virginia. And at one point, they have everybody there watching like this opening ceremony. And this band comes out with blondes like this. And they're basically like, we've been all around this base. We've seen Hummers. You boys like Hummers? And like everyone over the age of 14 of the crowd's like, yeah, we do. And the other kids are like, yeah, those trucks are cool. So every time I see like a group, like nondescript blondes rallying, all I can think of is you boys like Hummers?
That wasn't you at Cub Scouts. That was the end of Dumb and Dumber.
How many times did they play Proud to be an American?
Oh my God. Like 4,000. Drew, that's where my hatred of that song comes from, is that week in Virginia.
Well, that and because you're a right-thinking person. It's one of the worst songs ever.
No way. That song is a bad. If I was an old patriotic dude, oh my god,
It's not even the lyrics.
I
It's
you
the
to come up with
actual
something better.
tune.
It's the perfect song for that person.
It's the tune
Simple.
that drives you bonkers.
It loves America. It doesn't offend
Lee
you.
Greenwood looks great in a trench coat.
Greg loves America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love America. And I love that song.
I like the Bears getting booed here.
Oh yeah, boo those fuckers. Fuck the
Well, you're
Bears.
in Green Bay. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, I like how they had the two women come out and talk about the schedule release, but then did not release any games.
Nobody actually released any of this.
Because it doesn't happen for another month.
They're
Yeah, but
just
you couldn't
telling you
just
when the
tell us
schedule
what-
release was.
Tell us who the first game is, at least. Like, you
Mike-
know, there you go.
Mark, previously you weren't excited, and now you are.
They got me.
You have a whole month to get hype to find out that
I
football's going
understand.
to happen.
I understand the hypocrisy that I'm going to say this while watching the NFL draft, which is essentially a glorified roll call, but I could give a shit about the schedule release.
Oh, I know. They're trying to make it into a thing. Let's see what the Bears do here.
Well, the NFL owns us, so clearly.
It is so strange to think of him as a
I know.
football player.
Mongo, I know.
We spent
So
an
sad.
entire
No, you
podcast talking about him in a completely different sport.
You know
Uh-huh.
why? You know why I remember him as a football player? Because in the original Tecmo Bowl, not Tecmo Super Bowl, the original Tecmo Bowl that had like 15 teams in it or whatever.
Yeah.
He was the best player on the Bears defense.
Wow. Mongo.
How many 80 like all the 85 Bears defense is in at this point,
Pretty
right?
much. Yeah.
Everybody
of
who's going to get in is in, including some guys who shouldn't be in Dan Hampton.
Like-
Yeah,
Steve
Dan
McMichael.
Hampton. Mongo is
And
also
Steve
like a borderline
McMichael.
dude.
He should have made it in the WWE Hall of Fame, though. So, you know, He's probably
Was
like the 9th best horseman. That's not bad.
By the
There
way,
was
is-
only
is
9
the-
horsemen.
He's better than a few of them, right? He's better than Benoit. He's got to be above him.
No way. He's not better than Benoit.
Yes, he is.
He's
Benoit's awful. He killed people. He's got to be
Yeah,
above
but not all
Benoit.
wrestling, probably.
Is
Well-
the moratorium on Macho Man getting into the Hall of Fame over now with Vince's removal?
Oh, you'd figure it would be. But
No,
now Triple
maybe.
H is in charge, and
Yeah,
That's also a problem.
the reasoning still applies.
It still applies.
Yeah.
Why isn't Macho Man in?
We'll tell you when you're older.
Earmuffs, kids. Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
He may or may not. What? The Bears took a different tight end than Tyler Warren.
Wow.
Huh.
Fucking Bears. You idiot.
This is why, when we discussed in the offseason me potentially jumping to another team and having a football mistress, this is why I said no to the Bears.
Yeah. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Why did they not take Tyler Warren?
The one dude is such a light years ahead of this whoever this schlub is. So.
Is that Eberflus in the back there?
Or one
No,
of
it's
his
just
body
one of his
doubles.
body doubles.
Aberflus.
life mile
Mike-
detail?
Mike, I
One-
can give you.
One of
Mike,
his
I can-
body doubles got lost.
Is this our first "What the fuck are you doing" of the night? I think this is
Yeah.
this is a category. What the fuck are you doing, Bears? You had
Good for
Tyler
Mike.
Warren.
Good for Mike's Niners here because more talent just got shoved down to you because the Bears are stupid as shit.
What are they doing
Mike,
here?
Mike, in terms of the question you asked about Macho Man Randy Savage, I can give you only this hint. Some wise soul on the internet once figured out that the name Stephanie McMahon is a perfect anagram for the Macho Man penis.
The directions that this stream is going to go into.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Earmuffs.
That's a sentence that you just said, Drew.
Sure is. I
The
mean, what
Macho
if I say that's
Man.
not true? Truth
You
is
told me
defense
that-
for libel.
You told me that years ago, and the matter-of-fact way you told me was just
The delivery
no,
makes it.
he had a great
Yeah. It's all
Macho
in the
Man
delivery.
penis.
It's the only way you can deliver that kind of news.
The Macho
can't just tell
Man
us.
penis.
Yeah. He
Oh.
probably still won't get it.
He need at least one more generation to
Yeah.
commit
maybe
sex
when-
acts before
when-
Macho Man gets in.
Declan McMahon takes over. They might have
Yeah.
shot.
Declan
From the
McMahon.
rafters, Declan McMahon.
Oh, Declan McMahon.
Declan McMahon versus Vampiro.
Vampiro's currently a WWE employee. Did you know that?
No,
Because
way.
WWE purchased AAA,
Oh,
and he's a
right,
AAA
AAA.
Booker or
God.
something.
he's back.
Amazing.
I'm
Look
sure
at
that
this
will
guy.
not.
Now
I'm
he
sure
can
that's not going to
fart.
remain.
Now he can fart on American television.
Yeah. When he
I
went
love
through
it.
that fucking archway, Greg, where him and the demon fought outside in the graveyard.
He's my
I remember
favorite.
That was my favorite, man.
I
That was so
love.
good.
I love how stupid Vampiro is. He's my favorite.
And then little Nate had to save the kiss demon from drowning in the
Kid
pond.
got stuck in the
Oh
pond.
my god! A lot of WCW talk tonight.
Yeah.
WCW is WCWTF coming back? Are we gonna get
Coming
another?
back, baby.
Yeah,
Finally
right.
doing the TNA. Ah, God damn it. So,
Oh, that'd be amazing.
All right, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. TNA. Ah, god damn it!
I don't even remember half of the things we talked about.
I know. There's only the Eric Bischoff and his cocaine pile. I remember that. That was always a good one. What was it? Saving Pilot Ryan?
Saving Pilot Ryan, the best joke we ever said that was so poorly executed. I don't think anyone ever laughed.
The Saltines and Discipline. That
Yeah,
was your
Saltines
bet.
and
That was one of your
Discipline.
better jokes.
Still my fantasy football team name.
Saltines and discipline.
Discipline
It's what kids
Saltines
want,
and Yeah.
according to Dean Malenko.
for Halloween. They want
For Halloween.
saltines. They want saltines and
Oh,
discipline.
there you go. Look at that.
No wonder your kids want to be in that room so hard.
So decadent.
So
Just to-
decadent. Ooh,
Yes,
some
yes.
mini.
It's got the premium minis up there. Shit.
Oh man, I would kill for some mini saltines right now.
Have you ever had these?
I'm so hungry. No,
They taste like they're like butter coated saltines. They have like a butter flavor to them. They're
That's
freaking
way too decadent for
awesome.
Dean.
So they're Ritz crackers?
Mm-mm.
Mike, I'm white. I can't handle all that flavor.
Too much flavor.
Hold on, let me just
Too spicy. Yeah, the saltines are too spicy again. Yeah.
We're a pepper house, and you know that.
McCarthy, JJ McCarthy's back. Dad, they said I could start. They said I'm a starting quarterback.
Yeah, can I
To,
stay up late tonight and watch the draft?
No,
I'm-
McConkey.
I'm
To
bringing
go
over my
marathon.
my friend Mason Graham. We're gonna get haircuts together.
To follow up for reference, the Jaguars fan I was texting with, I said, so Travis Hunter's great, but how do you feel about the price tag? And he said, giving up pick 32 next year isn't a big deal. Bold statement. Bold. I'm here for it.
Just be overconfident as a Jags fan. I like that.
I mean,
Oh,
what
the
other choice do
Battlehawks.
you
How are
have?
the Battlehawks doing? How's my boys?
2-2.
2-2?
2-2.
Basically a winning record. Glad to hear.
Dropped a disappointing game against
I'll take
Arlington last week.
My
Oh.
showboats are horrible.
Oh no.
Showboats are a
Yes,
bad
the showboats are horrible.
That's
Okay.
a terrible name for a team.
So I jumped ship. I'm no longer with Cacaw Nation. I'm now with the
Yeah.
Michigan Panthers.
What?
That's right. He's out.
Well, I
you
had
you
to
see
give
his
myself-
little thing. It says Michigan Panthers 3-1.
I had to give
That was
myself
a
a
joke.
I had to give myself a trial run to see what it felt like to change teams, since I might
Oh,
have to
I
do that in
see.
the NFL this year.
How'd it go?
Yeah,
How's
so
it
far
going?
so good. So far
Yeah?
so good. I don't feel like I stabbed Anthony Becht in the back. So
I mean, betrayer, but
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
also
that's
good
fine.
for you.
Oh, here
I'm
we
glad
go.
to see you're doing well.
49ers pick.
Here we go, Mike. Oop, somebody.
Future
Oh, they're showing
Titans.
Shedeur Sanders, Mike. Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh.
Trade Brock Purdy.
Uh-oh.
Trade Brock Purdy.
Oh, please do this.
Oh,
Ah!
Make my
The
life a
Steelers
rich
did find a new
oyster.
quarterback.
dear. look at 14, by the way.
There's no way the Niners are taking a quarterback after the Trey Lance fiasco. Lynch is never taking another quarterback in the first round.
Mike, you say this after the pick goes in. You don't say it
I
now.
didn't see it.
Before the pick goes in.
Yeah, right.
Whatever. It happens. I don't control it.
Don't screw yourself, Mike.
Whoa, that Packers fan is losing their fucking mind back there.
Back to the Titans.
There we go. Let's see.
Oh,
All right.
These
49ers.
dudes are singing a song. We can't do the football thing.
The Bills, by the way, have a special needs person going to announce their first round pick, and I will find it very funny if they trade out of the first round again.
Oh my God.
You get nothing.
Just as a side thought here. What if never mind, I'll wait.
All right, don't say anything because I'm on a delay.
Yeah, okay. We'll be quiet.
I like this guy, this announcer guy.
It's been the same guy for years.
Yeah.
Do football things.
When Shedeur Sanders gets picked, Brock Purdy gets traded to the Dolphins.
Holy shit.
Why do you all want to hurt me?
Because it's funny. It's for our art.
All right. It's for art. It's for art.
I don't have to explain my art to you, Warren. All right.
All right,
We
Mike.
promise we'll be quiet.
You're putting a hat on. I don't like this. Part of the reason people tune in is because your hair. All right.
Holy shit. Do something football.
As Lewis Black once said, the NFL, which can't properly present football to me, will now present America to me.
Michael Williams, nice.
Oh, that guy looks like a 90s rapper.
He's a big boy.
Yes.
That's a nice
very
pick.
good.
Valid pick.
Very nice pick. Very nice pick. I like it.
Replaces
Look at that
No,
house.
no,
That's a
no,
great
no.
looking
I'm
house.
about to say, I thought he was in an airplane hangar when I first saw him. So I was like, this
That is a huge house. What is?
Yeah.
Where is he?
I think that's the Kidman.
that NIL money's for real.
He's got like Ethernet ports up top. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's old ladies with big hats in the back. I like this kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like this
Huge.
kid too.
Yeah, this isn't good.
that
for
Georgia
people who-
defense.
yeah.
So they're gonna have him. They're gonna have that other defensive end,
And
the safety's
Bosa.
gonna go in the
And
first
Bosa.
round.
This
Yeah.
guy's
No, I'm
going to be
talking
a
about-
star.
Yeah, he's looks.
He's a big boy. Yeah.
You know,
Fuck
let
out,
me-
Quinn Ewers.
let me be the first to suggest this. You know, let's say Sanders falls to round 2. Is there a
Yeah.
guarantee he gets taken in round 2?
Yeah, he'll
I mean,
get
somebody
Yeah.
would, right?
Somebody will take a flyer on him.
I'm gonna throw another one at you. The Cowboys are up.
They're not
No,
taking
they got
Shador.
too much
They
money
have Dak
tied up in
Prescott.
Dak.
Mm-hmm.
He's the second coming of Tony Romo.
It's not how old Dak is; it's how much money they still have tied up into him.
So
Hey,
much
Matt
money.
Patricia's here.
Oh no, Matt, what are you doing?
Desmond Watson.
Mike got hopped up on butter saltines, and now it's Matt Patricia.
He's got 2 pencils. Matt Patricia's
shit.
really
Oh my
excited. What was the what's your call sheet again? It's like
Oh,
a Chinese food menu. 3 pencils.
Oh, what?
What is going on? Why do you have so many pencils? Who has this many
Saltines were a
pencils?
gateway. They were a gateway food.
Oh God, Patricia's off his rocker here.
You're supposed to be addicted to oyster crackers, not saltines.
We prayed. Specifically for Greg on that one.
Oh boy.
This guy looks like he was made to chase quarterbacks.
Yes,
he's a
yes,
huge
yes.
Motherfucker.
The big
Good
boy.
man.
I'm
Dallas,
okay with this.
Dallas was
Yeah.
quick on the trigger there for this
I'm not
pick.
surprised that the Niners went defense either. Like the defense needs to be like they let people go. They need to retool. They lost a couple of people who could really generate that pressure to free up Bosa. Like Bosa had a good year, but was hamstringed a lot of the year because he was basically getting doubled. Like this
Right.
is
Mm.
it's a smart pick.
What are the Cowboys?
Dallas is up and they're picking right now.
Very
Come
bad.
on, pick Sanders.
Tyler Booker, a guard? What?
That's not a running back.
What is this pick?
Jury. You can't
Well,
stop Jury.
Zach Martin or whatever his name is retired, didn't he?
Yeah.
They needed somebody, but this is very early for a
I mean,
guard.
guards are now- I know, yeah, it's a little early, but
Maybe they think he's
I'm
got
sure he's
tackle
good.
potential. I don't know.
oh, he's excited.
He's very
And
happy.
the Ron Velour suit is a nice touch.
He's found his way through the ferns.
Between 2 ferns, is Zach Galifianakis in there?
Yeah, right.
Wow, I don't know about
Dry
this
hump it.
pick.
Dry hump it. Oh,
They really like slapping the wall logos.
Yeah,
they love that this year.
right.
Well, they saw Travis do it. Now they all got to do it.
No, you slap the other
Genty
team.
got winded by here. Does not bode well.
He doesn't have to run 40 yards. He's fine. He's a guard.
Hmm.
Yeah, if this
Okay.
man's 40 yards downfield, they're throwing the flag for ineligible man.
I don't think I like this pick. I think they should have either
It's early.
considered a trade back or
Yeah, but if
or
nobody wants to
something else.
I mean,
True.
I am surprised Will Johnson's still here. He is the best corner. I mean, Travis Hunter is the best corner, but
I think Will's
very
gonna
good.
fall though because of that injury. I think
Oh.
he's
fall right.
I think
to
he's gonna
30 then.
fall.
Fall right to 30.
He's gonna go to the Eagles. Watch.
No, come to Buffalo. I'll take a fucking Will Johnson at 30. Are you kidding me?
He's gonna be a value eventually when he's probably already a value at this point. All right, the Dolphins are up.
Here's what I want.
Oh yeah, do
Not
something
only-
crazy.
Not only do I want
Another
not only-
receiver. That'll solve our problems.
Here's what I want. Not only do I want Desmond Watson, the 460-pound defensive tackle, to get picked tonight, I want him
Hmm.
to come to the stage and hug Roger Goodell like E Honda and like
Yes.
crack one of his ribs.
Squish him like a bug.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an Alabama guard. He's a big boy for Dallas
Right.
here.
Like
Booker.
Oh, yeah,
this
this
is
is
a
fine.
low. This is as low risk a pick as they get.
I think it is a little early, but if you only got one
You
first
need-
rounder, if that's the guy you
need-
want, take him.
And listen, you need what you need. And
right.
if it's true that there's like 20 guys in this draft that are of roughly equitable talent, and it comes down to what you need, then take the guy you need.
The Dolphins could go anywhere other than receiver and quarterback here. Although I still
Booker-
say Shadir is a possibility with this team.
Booker is 51st on the big board.
Yeah,
51st.
It's
Oh,
you need what you need, and it's jury.
That is problematic. Dolphins don't know what to do now.
No, we were gonna
Did they in the first place?
we were gonna take that guard.
We wanted that guard.
Yeah. Damn you, Jerry.
I mean, their biggest problem is they have no defense and they cannot protect
That's the problem.
the fact that they have no defense.
I hope they take the tight end. That's perfect right here.
Yeah.
He's good though, so
He's good, but who cares? Like this team
yeah.
cannot get out of its own way.
Somebody's gonna get a steal with
Yeah.
Tyler Warren though.
Oh my God! So up next is the Colts, and they could definitely use him.
Colts are
The Colts
Like-
are going to take Shador Sanders and move Anthony Richardson to tight end.
it actually might work.
It's not going to be any worse than what they got.
Right.
He got winded playing quarterback.
Yes, that's right.
He politely asked his coach.
He
not
has
play
to get
football
out.
for a
Yeah,
minute.
he has to be removed from the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Rough.
Oh,
I don't think he's going to be running many routes.
Not with that attitude.
They're just perpetually offsides. He's too big. No one can get him off the field, but he's not hurrying back to the line.
they have like a left witch situation. They just need to carry him to the line.
Yeah, right.
Greg, if you could get a necklace made of diamonds, what would it say?
We just
He's
saw
definitely
Killer
thought of
Greg,
this,
right?
though.
Now that is a great question, Ryan.
That's all the only ones I ask.
Well,
Uh.
I did use KGB as my initials for a long time. To the point where
Give
people
that man his money.
You
So,
used
I would-
KGB as your initials?
yeah.
Killer Greg?
hmm
Okay. I like that.
So I would probably go with that if I had like a word or something.
Hmm.
If I had like a symbol, I don't know.
You
man.
want
I-
a you're like Prince? You need a symbol?
Somebody said one had what I think to be a cell phone as a necklace. So,
Okay.
yeah, I can get a symbol or something.
What would your symbol be?
The Decepticons, of course.
No way. If you had
Are they going to be
diamond-
purple diamonds?
if you
What?
had a
Oh,
diamond
yeah.
encrusted necklace of the Decepticons, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it's the only answer.
That's an amazing answer.
Mine would just say McConkey.
McConkey.
Or it would be 1037 The Weasel
Oh,
advertising.
how are those shirts coming? Do we what's the
Poorly.
update on
We're going to be ready for next season, though.
next season? All right, next season.
It's been a while since I've been on this podcast, right?
about a year.
Yeah.
Okay. So fun updates. The Hackett voice, A+ joke, keep it up.
Okay, all right. I like this.
1031, 1035, The Weasel, insane joke, keep it up.
Okay,
McConkey, insane joke, keep it up.
all right, all right.
I do like little kid voice McCarthy. It's another good one. Keep that up.
Drew looks
That's it.
angrier and angrier.
I think that's it. I think those are all the bits.
Those
that
are
I-
your top ones. All right, give us the
Well,
bit you.
I
what's
had a
the bit you
strong
hate?
season.
What was
One
that?
of those-
What's the bit you
okay.
hate?
You're not gonna like my answer, and I hope nobody gets offended by this.
Just say it. What's the
I
bit you
don't
hate?
like when you play the songs like a million times.
Like Mr. Ass a million times.
I love the songs. I don't want Chris to think I don't want to hear his awesome.
You're
awesome
okay with
songs.
Chris's songs, but not our songs.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
We have to play this.
There you go.
Xbox song.
And
to
that
keep the
is
spirit away.
the 2025 bit assessment.
We'll come back in 2026.
Yeah. We need your input for next
We
year.
have to do that to keep the spirit away. Like that. That's
Right,
Right.
that's right.
That's a ritual.
Right.
Not the spirit of Steve. All hail
Mhm.
Steve. Please
Yep.
be with us. Co-MVP. That's what we need.
A co-MVP specifically.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, look, let's be real here. He's still a Titan.
Mhm.
We can't
Chris
have nice
Johnson-
things.
Was Chris Johnson MVP the season he went for 2?
I don't believe so.
I don't think he was either.
No,
I
I don't
assume
think he
it was Tom
was.
Brady.
Yeah,
I
probably.
don't think he got it because running backs never win that thing.
Nope.
My recollection is that Steve McNair co-MVP is the only Titan MVP.
Titan
It
MVP.
might be.
I mean, that
yeah.
makes sense.
Were there any
Just
Oiler?
anything
There were no
touch it.
Oiler MVPs, right?
I don't. Maybe
No.
I
one.
don't think. I mean, Earl came.
Maybe
Oh,
Earl.
maybe. Yeah. All right, Dolphins are up.
How are you gonna fuck this up, Dolphins?
Tight end, tight end, tight end. Should you hear?
He's looking sore from being hugged so much. He doesn't know what those.
It has yet begun to be hugged.
All right, Dolphins.
Let's see.
Those people don't know who
Kenneth Grant.
That's a little high.
Who?
No,
That
he's
was
good.
good.
He's a D lineman, but that's a little high.
Oh, he's dressed like the Riddler.
Hey, but you know what? You can't. Even if it is a little high, you can't get mad at them for addressing a need after
Oh,
saying
no,
that that's
my
the one
God.
thing they needed to do.
You're right.
They could have just paid the guys that they already had, but
Right.
whatever.
Plus, if it's a Michigan player, you got to get ahead of the other Harbaugh because he's going to take them all.
'Cause he's
So
gonna
if
take
you-
'em all,
If you
yeah.
want one, take him now.
Look at this tan suit, Mike McDaniel. You know what
I love
sucks about this is that McDaniel's going to get fired, and it's going to make me so upset because he's just been
Agreed.
so good
He's
for.
going
the
to
show.
get another job.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but I like him in
He
Miami.
has to be in Miami. That's the funniest
Version
outcome.
of Tony Montana has been a masterstroke to see.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
What was that, Craig?
He's slowly turning into Tony Montana.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing to see.
Hey man,
The Colts are going to take this
Oh,
tight end
you
here. They're
gotta
taking
take the
Tyler.
kid-
They're
the kid.
taking Tyler Warren,
I've
right?
got to be amazed that he's there.
They're so happy. They're so happy. I'm typing it in early, Drew. Don't get mad at me.
I would type in the other Georgia defensive end to Atlanta. By the way, I think that's a
Yeah.
Jalen Walker? Yeah, that's probably
the next
true.
pick.
Nah, just type in Shador Sanders for Atlanta. That's
Yeah.
really muddy the
Quarterback.
water.
Oh.
Amazing.
We need. Has anything really dumb happened yet? Anything at that level? I mean,
Bears.
I mean, the Bears
Bears
took the
taking that
wrong
tight
tight
end.
end.
the Bears taking the wrong tight end, but I don't think Loveland's a bad player.
No, he's not.
No. It's
It'll be.
depends
We'll
on the
forget
time
about
overall
that
pick.
eventually.
We're getting a couple of reaches here, but it's it's how you
Reaches,
grade them,
yeah.
you know.
But it's that kind of draft.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Yeah, 100% right. So, no corners other than Travis Hunter.
Mm-mm.
No
There's
corners.
some good ones too. So I'm kind of surprised.
Atlanta might need a corner, right?
I
Maybe
kinda thought
Atlanta's
the
in the
Niners
market
picked
for
guy
that.
from Texas.
Oh, you know, it's a questionable pick when they trot out the NFL research producer to talk about the
What?
draft pick. I don't know.
Fuck if I know. Back to you.
If you had to guess, and Mark, we've been to the draft.
Mhm.
If you had, and remember, we informally took the poll and saw fans of how many teams, right? We saw 30 of the 32
Yep.
teams there.
Yep.
If you had to guess what team has the fewest fans in Green Bay right now, wouldn't Miami be the automatic?
Oh, very high up there.
They don't want to be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way. We haven't seen one yet. They haven't showed
There's-
one on the
and
screen.
there's-
They showed one guy
there's-
with a sign, and that was it.
Yeah, and there's no directs from Miami to Appleton or wherever the hell you fly into to go to Green Bay.
I
Appleton.
feel like Arizona.
We didn't see very many of them when
Yeah.
we were in New York.
We saw one.
We saw
the only
one.
two teams
Who are
we
the-
were missing, weirdly
Yeah.
enough, were the Chiefs, which there had to be somebody there, and we just didn't see it.
Okay.
And Houston.
Hmm.
And
Chiefs
Houston
suck
had,
then, though.
Houston
Colts
had
take
only
Tyler
been good at
Warren,
that point
as
for
they
5 or
should.
7 teams. 5 or 7 years.
Good pick for the Colts. Tyler Warren's going to be good.
You have the
A good
Cowboys.
player.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
telling you,
God.
the Falcons should take this guy from Georgia. Like that just makes sense.
They actually should.
They need defensive line help. He's not going far.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Looks
the
like
Tyler
an
Warren.
Indianapolis basement.
Yeah.
It does look very indie. He's already there. He's already in
Grandpa's
the.
asleep there in the foreground.
Yeah, he's bored as hell.
There's definitely an Atari 2600 underneath that TV.
100%.
It's one of those TVs it's like in the. It's not a flat screen. It's like in
Yeah,
that box.
The CRT. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's an actual like piece of furniture TV.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
piece of
there you go.
furniture TV for sure.
It's an HD TV, but it still has like composite cables going into it.
Yes,
They're
absolutely.
using the wrong cables. Yeah.
Greg, how often
I don't know
do
why we
people-
don't have red on this thing. I paid $1,000 for
Those
it.
HDMI's are too expensive.
It should have red for 1,000. Red. How many people try to trade in Atari 2600s these days, Greg?
Pretty infrequently.
Okay.
Maybe 3 to 5 a year.
Okay.
That's more than I would have guessed.
Yeah, me too.
Tyler
What's the
Warren,
most-
throw a touchdown
What's
pass
the most
here.
common game or system that people try to trade in?
Yu-Gi-Oh
PS3.
cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm guessing PS3.
What was the question? I apologize.
What's the most common system that people try to trade in?
360s.
Hmm.
360 outsold the PS3 like 12 to 1.
Yeah, it did. It did. But the PS3 is irrelevant because everything was ported to the PS4 or 5 or both.
True.
So you really don't need a PS3 for anything.
What do you see? Like you probably barely see what, like Dreamcasts, like GameCube
one.
stuff like that, right?
I got
What?
one right there.
No, I
Jaguar,
would say GameCube's
3DO.
coming in, but GameCube's coming all the time.
Really?
Rick,
Sega CD.
Yeah,
Sega
yeah.
CD.
And a selfish question for you. 360 had one game that I really like, and I haven't been able to find again because I think they lost the licensing for it. Was the Godfather game?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Is it back? Does it work on like Xbox One
I don't know.
X?
I would guess no, but there's a list you can just look at. That's the only way. Like when people ask, I have to look at the list. It's actually quite extensive. That game is relatively rare.
I had it and I got rid of it at one point.
It's like $35.
Look at these Washington Commander fans at
I
poor
think.
Tyler Warren's high
No
school.
blood in the sand, but it's pretty good.
What
Blood
is?
in the sand.
Oh, that game's so good. It's the best Tony Hawk with guns.
Tony Hawk with guns.
Falcons taking a real long time to pick Shadir.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing. They're like, we want a quarterback, but you have two. We need another one.
I hope when the Bengals come up, they take a receiver.
Oh
Why
my
not?
god.
Just fuck them. Just no help for Joe Burrow at all, ever. Or excuse me, more help for Joe Burrow. No help on the defense for Joe Burrow.
Yeah, right. They're never gonna stop anyone.
Yep.
Falcons. Definitely hate the Falcons. Don't like them. They're on my list of people I hate.
Oh yeah, that fucking
Yeah, I don't think I like
28-3.
the Falcons much either.
Hate them.
Hate them.
I mean, they're in your division.
Yeah, that's part of it, but also that Super Bowl is also part of it.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
That's inexcusable.
Yeah, I know.
How did you screw this up? Falcons. Although Matt Ryan Super Bowl champion doesn't sound right.
I would have taken it. Though.
I would have taken it, but it doesn't sound like a possibility.
I forever hate the Seahawks, mostly because of Pete Carroll, but because of that Super Bowl, I hate that.
Super Bowl. Oh,
I think
God.
it's because I don't hate him as much because I really do think Pete Carroll was the fuck up there, but still.
Somebody based in New England, I forget who it was, wrote an article kind of at the end of Brady's run that was like, yes, they won 6 Super Bowls or whatever, but they went like whatever it was, 6-3 in the Super Bowl. And he was like,
Yeah.
but they very easily could have been like 2-7 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They
you're
almost lost against the Rams, right? They
The
needed
only-
that extra field goal. They almost
Yeah.
lost against the Panthers. They needed
Yep.
that stupid kickoff.
Yeah. Like
The
the only 2 games they win clean are the games against the game against the Rams and the first one against the Eagles.
yeah, right. Yeah, they don't win any other clean ones, right? Which makes it
Peyton
even
Manning's
more
gotta be in,
annoying.
like, the top 1% of weird looking dudes, right?
What a weird looking body you got, Peyton.
You're a weird looking dude.
Just- The list is just Peyton Manning and Randy Johnson and Ginger Baker. Like that's the whole list.
And Mickey Rourke now.
Mm.
Mickey Rourke could play Clayface without any sort of prosthetic. I want a Batman theme. How many villains can I get in tonight?
You're really
When
into
we get
Batman.
Calendar Man, cut me off.
Calendar Man. Isn't there like Condiment King? Isn't he a Batman
I
villain?
believe so,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
The
wow.
mustard and the ketchup? Condiment King?
Who's the
I'm a
dude who has
total
clocks
ridiculous
for his
idiot.
eyes, or like the clock glasses?
Oh, yeah.
Timekeeper or something? What the hell is his name?
Yes. There is a clock guy. I love that shit.
I on the plane to France a few weeks ago, because I was a captive audience, I was like, the hell with it. I'm going to watch the Robert Pattinson Batman. It doesn't suck.
Oh, it's
I
fine.
watched that movie on a plane as well. That
Really?
movie's great.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
all
watching it. I was
right.
like, you know what? This is all right.
Why are they not making another one then?
They are. It's just
slow
in
because
development.
these ones are good.
Atlanta.
Come on,
FYI, guys.
Atlanta. Make the fucking pick. Hopefully they get skipped. That'd be great.
Pick Byron Leftwich again.
Oh my god.
They're under a minute. They have 58
Come on,
seconds.
Atlanta.
Oh, skip them. Oh my god, that would be great.
Nah, they'll get it in.
Who was it that got
They're
skipped?
prob-
The Vikings? Was it the Vikings?
Yeah.
Vikings.
Vikings. And the Jaguars and somebody else jumped in front of them. Minnesota?
Wow, we're
Man.
30 seconds
no,
still.
I
at
would
picks
say
on.
Chicago?
if
Can't remember.
the Falcons don't take,
boo.
I would say if the Falcons don't take Jalen Walker here, you're going to get some teams trying to trade up for him because he should not
That
be
could
here
be.
at this point.
He's actually a nice fit for Arizona because they need those
That's what I'm
combo
saying. Like
dudes.
people know Arizona, you have a team coming up. So
Yeah,
I guess
they might not be able to pull it off.
at this point now. You're right.
Jimmy Clausen.
Oh my God.
Does it count as a slide if he sucked?
What are you talking
Jimmy
about? He had
Clausen,
Mel
what,
ranked 7.
Mel loved Jimmy Clausen. It's like
Yeah,
one
he
of his
did.
only blunders.
Drew and I were at the Brady Quinn
At
draft.
the Brady Quinn draft.
It's
That
his
was
worst-
also the wide receiver out of Ohio State.
Ted Ginn.
Yeah,
Junior.
we're gonna be really excited to see what he does in the kicking game.
That was
Joe Philbin
Ginn-
lost his out
Ginn-
that day in that moment.
Ginn produced a little bit like towards the end. Like he was a
that
Panther and he was
long
a
career.
little bit productive there.
when
So,
that pick got announced, though. There was like
Oh,
even
it was
as
so great.
Bills fans, Jets fans who were there,
Everybody.
everyone felt sorry for the Dolphins fans
Yeah.
in attendance.
That was a bad
such
pick.
horrible pick.
it was a bad pick,
Right.
but
That
he
weird
was
Washington
somewhat
fan
productive.
kept winding up in front of us.
Oh yeah, right. Remember when our friend Greg was sleeping with the amongst the other Steelers fans?
Amongst
Like-
the other Steelers fans,
like
like his head was
Bears-
on the shoulder of a
Yeah,
guy in a homemade
Bears
Steelers
hibernating.
hoodie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. That's a
You
fun draft.
sleep with me, little Greg friend.
Yeah, I protect you.
Greg nestles in like a cat.
I turned him into Andre there.
Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want a peanut?
No baby oil.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, Andre. Rip.
A lot of wrestling talk on this one.
Good.
We're really going for it.
We can go. Greg and I can recite that Vampiro Kiss match again if you want.
Yeah, can you go through that move by move?
So first he jumps out of a. Oh no, I'm sorry. First, the Kiss Demon comes into the cemetery holding Dale Torborg's sword torch.
The Dale Torborg sword torch. I forgot about that.
Oh God!
All right, here we go.
All right, Falcons. My goodness, we're going on a good pace until they mess this up, and it's
Yeah.
Jalen Walker. Like
Yeah,
we
it's
thought.
Jalen Walker. So they took all that time to make the most obvious pick.
Yeah,
Just
why?
to see if the phone would ring.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's got to be
Yeah.
it, right?
Oh, I like his suit.
I like Jalen Walker. I think he's going to be good.
That's a sharp suit.
I do like him. I don't know. Should I feel upset that we didn't pick Jalen Walker? Now he's in my division. That kind of
You
sucks.
got a good player.
Did we?
Yes. Stop being so. Listen, you know what? We'll see who my anointed team is this year, but I feel like you should be. In good shape.
Yeah. Good for Jalen Walker. I like him. I like
Yeah.
Jalen Walker. Falcons desperately needed him too. They desperately needed this guy.
There's only been a couple weird, like the Bears weird pick, the Cowboys overreaching. I think the Dolphins
Yeah.
overreached a little bit, but all those guys are first, second rounders. So
Arthur Blank looks like the Crypt Keeper. What happened to him? Oh my God.
Cardinals are probably pretty pissed right now.
Yeah, this fucks up the Cardinals.
Cardinals are picked 16. How were they?
Yeah.
Were they good?
Yeah,
last year?
They were
They
playoff
weren't
contention, and then
Yeah.
they
Huh.
got beat like 2 or 3 times down the stretch. They were in playoff contention for sure.
Yeah, I mean they were in the division lead for a while.
Mhm.
All right. I do. The thing I like about Walker is he can move around. Like he can play multiple
Yeah.
spots, which I do like, especially in the 3-4. Which I don't know. What does Atlanta play? Do they play a 3-4?
I don't know what
defense.
anybody plays anymore. I don't
Yeah.
even know that it's like a real thing because
I
even
perpetually-
if you play 4-3, like one of them is stand up.
Yeah. I perpetually
yeah.
think both New York teams play 3-4 all the time. And that's just because that's what they played in the 90s.
And
So-
Pittsburgh should play 3-4
Yeah, right.
forever.
Baltimore's 3-4. Is Haloti Nada still there?
Yeah. Okay, Jalen Walker.
Buffalo, you're going to trade out. What are you doing?
Okay.
Come on, Arizona.
Do the Cardinals have a chance to be on your list, Mark? Because if they make some moves,
Nope.
you
A
don't
lot of
trust
it.
them? You
A
don't
lot of
trust them?
a lot of the times, who a pick also has to do with I don't believe in the division. Like the NFC West is really good. I think the Niners. I think the Rams. I don't think the Seahawks. I think that's going to
They're
be a
not
competitive
good, yeah.
division. I don't think they have a shot. I think the Panthers have a shot in the NFC South. So
Really?
the Saints
Yeah.
are horrible. Like the Falcons are who they are, pretty inconsistent. Tampa Bay should be good though with Baker, but I don't know. I think they have a shot.
Okay. I don't know. Cardinals a little frisky. They're a little frisky.
Nah, they're gonna march to Arch halfway through the year.
They're not going to march to Arch. They're perpetually 8-8.
March to Arch.
Is Arch
Again-
Manning going to be that good?
I think he is.
I think so, but again,
Probably.
there's no compelling evidence that he's going to come out after this season.
Yeah, that is true.
I said that in the last podcast. I think it very much depends on who has the first pick.
Yeah.
I mean,
think that's-
everybody thinks he's coming out because he's eligible, but he's only a redshirt sophomore. His father and two uncles both played all the way through their senior season.
Good for
If
him.
the right team is there at 1, I
Yeah.
think he bails.
I like that he has all this power. I love that. I love that he can be like, you know what? No, I don't want to go to the Jets. I'm just going to do another year at Texas. See how it turns next
Yeah.
year. I love
But
that.
Yeah.
But just to be interesting, I would love to see if he comes out, in the next 20 minutes and says, by the way, I'm going to stay for another year at Texas, and see if the teams start trying to panic trade.
Straight up Jackson Dart. The most Mel. Hi Mel.
Well, the thing too, like Mark, you just said this about them having power. Like Manning never had to worry about the money because he comes from money, but
Yeah.
like these other kids are getting these NIL deals that allow them to essentially say, "Hey, I don't have to go to the draft. I don't have to go to
No,
the
they
draft
don't.
now
Mhm.
and maybe get drafted by a shit team I don't want to play for."
So, Drew, what's like the max? I mean, this is kind of what's like the max NIL deal that somebody gets?
There's
Like, give me a number.
Currently, the way that it is structured, there is no theoretical maximum.
Okay, but like who right now? Like who is getting the most? And do you know what the number is?
It is believed that the kid from Tennessee who just transferred to UCLA was searching for a deal in excess of $2 million a year.
Mhm. Okay.
What
That's a lot.
the problem is for a lot of schools, it's not public what they get.
Mhm.
It is believed that Joe Burrow was Quinn Ewers at Ohio State before he transferred was the first player to receive an NIL deal in excess of $1 million.
So I pulled SI has a list of top earning college athletes via NIL deals. 6.5 mil. Cooper Flagg, the basketball player at Duke, is 4.8. Carson Beck is 4.3.
Oh, I must just threw up.
What?
Carson Beck is getting almost 5 million.
He's never leaving
Yeah.
college. You're the
to
pry him
go
out
play
there.
at the U. Then it's that blonde gymnastic chick from LSU at 4.1.
Livy Dunn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Livy Dunn. Jeremiah Smith, the receiver at Ohio State's 4 million.
$4 million, yeah.
AJ Debancia.
Walter
basketball
Nolan
player
is
from
the
BYU.
pick for the
The Cardinals fans hated it.
Cardinals.
So this is the guy who kind of has some red flags for his personality.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Hmm.
So
He's a big
Oh,
boy.
you don't say.
yeah, he was entitled. Is I guess he was the number one
Ooh.
prospect, and he was very entitled with his career so far, apparently. So
That's happened at Ole Miss before.
yeah, he's a good player, but he's also like he's a pass rusher,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean, that's what they need. So that's
It's a just to put a button on the NIL conversation.
Yeah.
There is a growing list. What we're talking about. There's a growing list of women's basketball players who have elected to go back to school because they make more money on their NIL deal than they would in the WNBA.
wow.
It's not close.
That's sad. That's sad.
You do can make $37,000 a year.
Hey, how about the new CBA and the UFL?
I know. How about that?
It's something like a living wage now. It's the first spring league where that's been the case in a long time.
This is fine, I guess.
This is fine. We're into
Yeah.
that part of the draft now where it's like, yeah, these guys are fine.
I'm more interested in like the teams now, like as opposed to the players,
Yeah,
because
this is- This is the middle innings.
Right.
Your starter's throwing his breaking stuff here. You're just trying to get to the bullpen
Like-
now.
I know what the Bengals suck at, and if they don't take something they suck at, that's funny to me.
That's
But
fun- right, exactly.
I don't know
Yeah.
about the player at this point, but like if they just drop and just take like I said, a tight end, like the third tight end, that's funny. What do they? I mean, obviously, literally every position on defense they need.
I mean, listen, if
Just
they
throw a
if-
dart.
I mean, would you complain if they took Revel? I wouldn't.
No. I mean, honestly, you might even have to think defensive end because Hendrickson wants out. You know,
Right.
So, which I'm kind of surprised they haven't traded him.
Well, I think the problem with Hendrickson is if you trade him, like it's almost an NBA deal. It would have to be a sign and trade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you've got to guarantee that he's going to a place that's going to sign him long term. And it's like people aren't going to give up the capital if they feel like they could get him later for free.
Yeah, that's true. Also, speaking of guys who are going to get traded, I wouldn't be surprised if Miami gets rid of like Jalen Ramsey during this draft because I know they were
Wouldn't
talking
shock me.
about, yeah, like you're not going to get much for him because at this point he's kind of a shell of who he used to be.
He's
but,
cooked.
Oh, he's definitely cooked. Yeah.
All right, Bengals are up.
Yep. Looks like the pick is in.
I think I'm over Deion Sanders.
Really?
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
you. Like he's great. Don't get me wrong. He's rejuvenated the program. I think he's a pretty good coach.
I like
But
him
I
as an
don't-
interesting. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
I don't need the constant exposure.
Yes, I liked him as an interesting novelty. Like, oh, did you hear about Deion Sanders? He's doing really well in Colorado.
Right.
But now it's just like, oh, Deion Sanders doing really well in Colorado. I need to see him all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, let's face it. Like the jersey retirement thing with Shador leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Yeah, it sure does.
Like, okay, yes, fine. Retire Travis Hunter's jersey. He's done
Yep.
something nobody's ever done before. He's done several things nobody's ever done before. Like, and he won the Heisman Trophy, which at Colorado, there's only ever been 2, and the other guy's jersey is retired. But like Shador, what did he do? What did he do there? What did he win? His conference record at Colorado is like 4-8.
I mean, I think that also the thing having him in his jersey retired before Cordell. Like Cordell was
Yeah.
huge at Colorado.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, Shador's not the all-time leading passer in program
Right.
history, not in touchdowns or yards. He's the single season leader in yards, but not in touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How dare they disrespect Cordell?
which and it's fine if you don't want to
Flash.
retire Cordell's jersey. That's fine. That's your choice. If you're reserving that for like the really elite of the Colorado program history, but then don't retire Shador's jersey. What did he do? Where did he
Right.
get you? He got you to some minor bowl games and a bad loss against Stanford.
Hi, Loki.
Which, by the way, that receiver coming out of Stanford, that kid's real.
Oh,
I like him. I like him a
Manor,
lot.
he's ridiculous.
I was kind of hoping. I don't think he's going to fall to. I think the Panthers' next pick is.
Oh.
54.
You're not going to take
He
2
went-
receivers.
No. When I originally thought it was going to be Walker,
okay.
I wanted that Stanford guy with the second pick, but I don't think he's going to last. that
Mark, as I see the commercial here on the feed, I'm serious. I might come back to Albany just to go to the Final Destination movie with you.
Damn right, man.
long. Wow.
I feel like we have to do that as a group.
Listen,
Too
I'm-
much
I'd be
history.
in. I'm in.
we can dig up a couple people, I'm
That's
sure.
fun.
I wonder what George is doing now.
That's okay. Ryan and I are probably going to go see episode 3.
Oh, I'm going on Sunday.
Yeah, you're going. You're going to
Yeah, in
episode 3.
Colony Center, 3:30 or something.
Wow. Mike and I see every Star Wars together.
Go see a
Go
Star
see a
Wars.
Star
Let's see a
Wars.
Star Wars.
Great joke.
Still the angriest Ryan's ever seen me.
I've never seen you mad like that before.
For
Oh,
what?
man.
Which one?
Yes.
The one?
9.
No.
No, by 9 it was Dad and I could just laugh at it.
He laughed. He laughed like it was like a Chris Tucker comedy
Oh.
throughout the entire
9
movie.
was a parody.
You were not a Last Jedi fan, I take it?
No.
Visually, the
love that
film is
movie.
stunning. I think it is one of the prettiest Star Wars films ever made. The visuals in it are great. Like the whole like red salt thing on Crate was really cool. It is just nonsensical in terms of plot, and like Luke Skywalker died because he got tired.
I sympathize with that more and more every day.
No, I sympathize with Yoda rolling over and dying because Luke asked him 9,000 questions, and Yoda was 900 years old.
Yeah. All right, Bengals. We're making a pick here.
By the way, burning text message from
Allegedly.
other Greg who says there are only non-quarterback drafting teams between the Steelers and Shador, and then he just puts LeVar Ball Beckons.
Oh my God, LeVar.
Oh, where is Greg? Tell him to pop on.
Yeah, give him the link. Tell him
Yeah.
to come in. Come in for the Steelers pick.
A run-in by Greg.
Come on in. All right, Bengals.
Just trying to
Shamar
get to the
Stewart.
Steelers pick
Yeah.
before I go to
He's
bed.
good.
That's my boy.
like
What's
him,
his
I
little
like him.
logo? Oh, that guy's lanyard. Not good bling.
It's not a Decepticon. It's not a Decepticon.
That's what we know. It's not a
Is
Decepticon.
it a like a gorilla? Well,
I don't know.
like a monkey?
I like these suits are real nice today. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
know
love
it's
it.
a draft, but
Yeah,
like,
I like this one. This might be my favorite. The green.
I
I
like
like.
don't
I
know.
like
He looks like he-
Walkers.
He's
Boy,
Yeah,
you love the
dog.
green satin, don't you?
He's trying to look like he just won the Masters.
When they just showed his like highlight,
a
I thought he
slight
was wearing one of
difference.
those Russian hats that were really tall. And,
Yeah.
like, I was like, it's fucking great.
He's good. I like him.
Yeah,
I
he
think
is
he's
good.
gonna be
Yep.
good.
good.
Yep. I'll tell you what defensive end I like. The weird psycho killer Landon Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Arkansas.
Oh boy.
I love this guy. This man looks. Greg, are you familiar with Landon Jackson? I want you to Google him right now. Landon Jackson. Image.
That's a great reaction. A scoff.
Tremendous man, right?
I don't want to make light of someone's ailment. However,
he does.
that would
though.
scare me if it was
Yes.
running at me.
He mentions it all the time and makes fun of it. So, like,
Okay.
it's fine.
All right.
Yes.
I wish I
Also-
didn't have any hair. It would solve a lot of problems.
Oh, look at this hug. Oh my God.
Oh, nice.
Trying to hurt Roger.
Yeah.
Good.
Bring back Tagliabue. Oh, wait. We've had a rush on D linemen or D.
There's a lot of good D linemen. I don't know if
There
you
is.
are-
It's a good draft for that.
Yeah, you can still be in the second round and get some really good
Is
talent.
there anyone at the level of Abdul Carter? Like, or is he like at a tier on his own, and then everyone
He's-
else is a
he's
little below?
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there.
He's different, but that's not stopping everybody else from edging. Oh wait,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Careful.
Basically, Abdul Carter and then Landon Jackson. Like right here.
What if the Bills pick him?
They don't need him.
yeah, but that's not what he asked.
What if the Bills pick him?
It's true. Okay. I'll buy his jersey if the Bills pick him.
Okay, all right. We're
You
holding
heard
you
it
to
here
that.
first.
We're holding you. We're
Oh,
holding you to
just hope
that.
you just hope he takes the same number as Fred Jackson, so you already have the jersey.
The conductor.
Love the
I
conductor.
mean, that may be number 20. So- 22, excuse me.
conductor.
22.
Listen, numbers don't matter anymore.
Yeah, I know they don't. Yeah. So you can be number 0, right? But you can't be 00.
I
right?
believe that's
No
correct.
double zeros.
No
But in
Robert
basketball,
Parrish
you can have a
Yeah.
0 and a double 0 on the same
and a
team.
double zero
right?
on the same team.
Yep.
God,
It's so
Bengals.
weird to shake hands at this point in the process.
Right. Yeah. You're also
Like-
with these people all the time. You know?
Right. And
I would
also,
find this
could still
awkward.
be a bust.
Listen,
Yeah,
l-
right.
Let me peel back the curtain. Inside, as somebody who has produced television shows before, this is taped.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
This reaction shot in the draft room, I almost promise you that it is turned around from
No,
a
but
live
Drew,
feed.
they just made the pick.
Yeah. I mean, that pick was just
How
in.
would they know to be excited?
You're selling?
Speaking of the number 0, somebody just chose to wear it.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
In
Really?
Miami.
That's what he makes the ladies do.
Absolutely.
Moms.
Instantly dilate. Okay.
Oh man, he is going to be knee deep in it in Miami.
Oh my
Yes.
God, he's in Miami.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
Miami now.
Wow.
See,
Him and McDaniel are going to be wingmen.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the new Miami Vice.
Can you imagine when Tua goes down? Your hopes
Oh.
ride on Zach Wilson coming in.
You got to bring in the MILF hunter to
Yeah,
back
right.
him up.
Yeah, but who did their hopes rest on last year? It
Oh,
was
you're
like,
right. It was
You know, Skylar Thompson?
Yeah, right.
Good lord. What are we
The
doing?
Seahawks are stupid. Are they going to do something stupid here?
I hope so.
I can't remember the last Seahawks first round pick that I gave a shit about.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same
Like,
thing.
every year they take some rando and like that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Smith
Who
and
is the
Jigba,
quarterback?
maybe
Who's the
was he a first
quarterback in
round pick?
Seattle?
It's Sam
Smith
Darnold.
and
now.
Jigma was a
Darnold.
first round pick. I'm
Oh,
pretty
darn
sure.
it. That's right.
Maybe a tackle here. Their O-line's pretty shit.
It's really bad. I don't know if there is a good offensive
No, there's
line
like one guy
left.
left who's actually pretty good.
The other tackle from Texas, is he still on the board?
Probably. Gray. What?
It's a great name.
Gray Zabel of North Dakota State?
We have 2 guards gone. We have 1 cornerback gone. What the fuck?
And by the
Who
way,
the
one of
hell
them
is
an-
this guy?
And one of them is an
He's got his
FCS level
Settlers
guard.
of Catan out.
Gray Zabel? He does! They're playing Catan!
The grannies love Gray Zabel.
His dad is like, I am not putting away my game for your draft.
He's just painting his Warhammer figure in the background.
It took us 4 hours to get to this point.
Yeah.
Gray Zabel. What pick? Is he actually supposed to be picked here?
Ukraine is
They
not
had a
weak.
camera at his house.
This is
The
where
risk
Dad
reward
shakes his
back-
hand. This is where Dad shakes his hand and says, "You have the longest road now, son."
Oh.
Man, what's it like growing up looking like Farva?
Dad, everything isn't a Catan metaphor.
You're not growing
Sometimes
enough
you have to
sheep,
harvest
son.
your wheat.
It's the box
You
is
know what I mean?
standing
To move
up.
your
too.
meatballs.
He's a big
Think you know
board
what I
game
mean,
guy.
son?
My God.
Someone over at whoever makes Settlers of Catan is like, "Sweet, free advertising."
Right.
It's like, when
Or
somebody,
he's got NIL money from Settlers of Catan.
it's like when somebody
Oh.
bings something, they're just like high fiving.
That would be insane.
If he had an NIL deal with Settlers of Catan,
I
that'd
think
be
he
awesome.
might.
Oh yeah, I would take it.
Why else would it be
It's still
standing
there.
up visualized?
Front and center.
Maybe he's trying to get a deal with Settlers
Someone,
of
someone
Catan.
needs to
The
ask
kid
that.
behind him has a
Yeah.
mullet. The kid behind him has a mullet.
I feel like that was a TV producer who had this huge negative space and was like, I got to fill it with something. I don't know. Put this game over there.
Well, they were looking for ferns, but somebody bought them all.
Right, they were all out of ferns down at the Hobby Lobby.
Wow.
Somewhere
I
out
don't know
there,
about
fern
that. The
producers
Seahawks are dumb. I'm gonna
using
go with the Seahawks are dumb. I don't know what pick he's supposed to be, but I'm going with the Seahawks are dumb.
It's a guard. Like you can't. They're so boring, but they're needed. It is weird though. Like what the hell's wrong with Will Johnson's hurt? Is that why nobody wants him?
Yeah, he's injured.
Oh fucking keep falling, buddy. Keep falling.
This
The
is,
Bucks are on the clock now.
like
What do the Bucks
experience.
need? What do the Bucks need?
a defense.
Do the Bucks need? Yeah, I
They
mean,
have a
it's got to be on the
decent-
defensive
they're-
side of the
yeah.
ball, right?
Their
Unless
defense
they-
is all right.
Unless they feel like there's a wide receiver that could replace Mike Evans. at
they're
some
wide
point.
Matthew,
receivers
Matthew
aren't
Golden is still on the board.
Oh shit, he's real good. Yeah,
and he
I can
ran
see that.
he ran a 4.2. So somebody's
don't
gonna
need-
get a. He's
still
he's
have-
not bad.
The secondaries don't they have Winfield? Like secondaries okay.
They do,
Their
but you
defense
know,
isn't
it's-
bad.
I'm talking myself into it. Both their wide receivers are over 30.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's
Godwin's over 30.
They also have
I would
who's,
re-signed, but it was a short deal. So
who's the young guy they've got? McMillan. They have
Yeah.
McMillan.
No, you
Oh, yeah.
have McMillan.
yeah, but say, didn't you just
No,
draft him?
they have another McMillan. There's a lot of McMillans.
Too
Eric
many
McMillan,
McMillans?
former Jets. safety.
Jalen, I think it's Jalen McMillan. There's a lot of Jalen's too.
I don't know who that is.
Faster grandma. Grandma's gaining.
Yeah.
I want to see what Zabel. What is his?
Gabbo.
What is his
Gamma.
tan status?
We are we're getting close to Pittsburgh here, gents. Where things could get real fun.
I think I'm
like
going to
it.
stick around until the Pittsburgh.
That's
pick,
exactly
and
as far
then
as
I-
I'm sticking around.
There you
Then
go.
I have to
All
make
right.
a exit. All right, I got
right.
to get Landon Jackson off my screen.
How dare you, sir?
Jackson.
You already did take it off your screen, Greg. He's back.
Yeah, he's behind you.
Oh no,
He's got Catan.
that's not what I wanted at all.
You want to play? Yes. It's going to take 5 hours. Okay. Wake your wife. We need a third person.
Catan with 2 is lame.
Yes, Landon.
All right, I'm reading about Gray Zabel, and it looks like
You
he's
should
kind
be
of a
reading.
he's kind of a
about Landon.
beast.
Yeah, he's.
Kind of a beast.
He's a beast at the FCS level.
I mean, that is another concern.
So was Trey Lance.
Yeah. Same
And
school,
Carson
right?
Wentz. Yes, all North Dakota State.
He has a first round grade.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, stop showing him. Oh,
But this is when he was young and full of vigor and life.
this is when his brain started turning to mush.
Yeah.
Oh. It's Poochie. We did have a discussion about what Poochie would be doing right now.
I forgot about Poochie's soul patch.
There's only one word for what Poochie's doing right now, and that word is jankum.
He calls it something different, though, something sophisticated.
Yeah, I'm right. Poochie.
Rejuvenation juice.
Oh, Poochie. Buck's pick is in.
This is kind of interesting. I mean, like I said, because we don't really have any idea where they're headed. Of course, I don't really know a lot about the Bucks' needs. So let's see real quick.
The
Here.
Falcons at 21?
Yeah.
At no point were they going to take Shadur Sanders.
No,
So
you wouldn't
according-
think so.
According to ESPN.
Oh, no. They're not saying they were going to take him. They're saying that was the percent chance he would still be on the board at that pick.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It's misleading because obviously, like you said, the Falcons would never have taken him in a million
Right, like
years,
why would I
but,
care then?
Yeah.
Here we go. Getting close to Shador time. I think this is Matthew Golden. That's my guess.
Okay.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm.
Don't overlook O'Marion Hampton here either.
Yeah, running back. Yeah.
Pair him with Bucky Irving.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not here, I think Hampton probably goes to the Broncos, right? Because they
Yeah, you
desperately
think
need
so?
a
They
running
would
back.
be. That would be a great fit for them.
Oh, interesting. A different receiver. I don't know if I like this move.
Look, if the fans are like, oh, God.
Ibuka.
Whoa!
Oh,
you know what?
yeah.
What the fuck?
I thought that guy was Bigfoot. I thought it was like a guy in a Bigfoot costume. I was gonna love this. I was like, oh, I've changed. Never mind.
this
Next to Landon
house.
Jackson, this is my favorite guy.
Emeka Ibuka.
Yeah, Ibuka's
Great name.
he's the real deal.
He's good, but
Yeah,
he's
very
not
good.
running a 4-2.
That's fine. He can do literally everything else.
I mean, Denver's
Interesting.
got to take that running back here, right? Like, this is pretty fucking obvious.
Falls right to him.
I would
right.
assume that Denver's taking Hampton because they don't have a running back right now.
Right.
Javante
Although-
Williams is gone.
They could take Matthew Golden because Cortland Sutton seems to constantly be demanding a trade. Like
That is true. Actually, that wouldn't be bad. Pair him with
demanding a trade.
Bo Nix.
Bo Picks.
That was one of the guys we were most wrong about, I think, of last
know.
year's
I
draft. is
believe in Bo Nix, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You believe?
I believe.
Actually, I'm looking too ahead here. The Chargers, like, wouldn't they? I mean, wouldn't he take Will Johnson, being a Michigan dude?
He might.
Chargers need D help.
He might. Which means Shador is going to fall in the Steelers' lap here. Will they
If they
take this?
him.
Will they take him?
Yeah, no, he's definitely going to be to him. Unless you're the Broncos and you want to trade with somebody. That's what I would be on the phone with. I'd be trying to see.
Apparently, there's been a lot of calls
Yeah,
to the Broncos for that pick.
I would see who wants to be there.
I'm gonna say that's
Oh,
the
look,
thing.
it's Todd Bowles.
I do love this where people are shaking hands. Like Greg, at the store, does anyone make a good sale then try to shake your hand? Does
Constantly. Why
He's
the
not
fuck
happy
would I
about it.
want to shake your hand?
so
Not
weird.
happy about it.
It's like I just handed you $12. This is not a handshake worthy transaction.
I just sold you $100 box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
If that with that sign, then you need to shake hands with somebody.
Right.
What was the CD player MP3 prototype? What did you do when you sold that?
Player. Yeah. $275.
You sold that, didn't you?
No, Ty took it out because he was too embarrassed and he got tired of explaining to people the joke. Ty undoes a lot of my jokes simply because he gets tired of them.
He doesn't want to explain them 50 times a day.
Because I'll just it's like a little bomb that I just like plant somewhere. And
Isn't that why you pay? Isn't that why you
sneak
pay him
away.
though?
Yeah, that's my opinion.
He was excited to talk about that one Dragon Ball Z thing that he signed, though. Remember that? We had that.
Oh,
in the-
yeah, that's true.
Right. Somebody pretty important. I don't know. Could be yours for $5,000, whatever you listed it at.
Wow.
I just got to keep myself entertained. Otherwise, I go mad.
So the Broncos are definitely trying to trade this pick, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
At the very
Clock's
least, they're
running
going to
down
let
here.
the clock run down.
Yeah.
Clock's
I
running down quite a bit.
Yeah. You know, to save their jobs, the Giants? Maybe.
I could see it. I could see it.
Whoa,
they have a
that
lot
would
of
be so much
quarterbacks, though,
fun.
if he comes in, too.
Because they have the first, or not the first pick, but like a high second rounder. So, I mean, you probably give up that and a third rounder.
You could move in.
Maybe
yeah.
more. Maybe more. I don't know.
Giants
does-
trying to run with Russ, right? That's what Russ
They have
is?
Russ and Jameis.
and
Winston.
Jameis. I knew
Yeah.
Jameis.
So, like, it's weird if they pick him.
That's like having Russ and like mirror evil Spock version of Russ.
Yes. The two of them in a locker room together will be funny at some point. I'm looking forward to that.
They may get into a fist fight.
They might, or they might both love each other, which will also be funny.
Where did Russell Wilson wind up?
Giants.
New York.
That's good stuff.
That's what I need right there.
It's ripe for the picking. Brian Dayball, Laybar,
Love it.
Russell Wilson, and Jameis Winston.
Can you imagine
all on the
Dayball
same team?
and Tina and Ciara and Russell
Yes.
Wilson at a dinner together?
Yes. Eating crab legs at
What did
Laybar.
they talk about?
Oh God.
Well, Tina's talking about crystal meth and the healing powers of it.
Probably jet skis, right? They're into jet
somebody-
skis.
Oh, probably jet skis.
Yeah.
They know a lot about jet skis.
They know a lot about jet
Russell
skis.
Wilson has been on a jet ski.
Yeah.
Somebody is having a conversation that the anecdote ends with, and that's the second time I had it removed.
Oh,
Two
Broncos-
cigarette Tina has a lot to say about
Yeah.
jet skis.
Broncos picked. Looks like they could not get a trade partner.
Well, this is Hampton then, right? It's got to be.
Oh, be dumb not to be.
It's got to be Hampton, right?
Like he's a step down from Genty, but
Yeah, he
he's
is.
still
He's
really
still
good.
a player. He's still a solid
yeah.
player.
Right there, he is, right there. Yeah.
However, ominously, he kind of reminds of Giovanni Bernard, the last North Carolina running back I can think of.
Ooh.
Drew, do you remember when I first started playing that NCAA football game?
Sure.
And you see how Hampton has that like the half shirt,
Yeah.
right? I had one of my white cornerbacks in the game have that, and I took a screenshot and I sent it to Greg. I'm like, son, no.
You should have stopped at white cornerback. Like, son, you're moving to safety.
Yeah,
Champ
son.
Schneidmiller, baby.
Sorry, son.
Legend of Madden 05.
Yeah.
I had a white free safety I drafted for the Niners. His name was Champ Schneidmiller. And he led the league in interceptions.
Miller.
Who was
Led the
Greg
league in
Punter?
led the league in interceptions that like average like 12 interceptions a season.
Who is Greg's black punter? What was his name?
Snoop
was
Snow.
Snoop Snow?
that was
That's right.
awesome. Look at this
Snoop
guy,
Snow.
Matthew
Here's Golden.
Golden.
Yeah.
You want to be a Titan?
He looks very upset.
Is that a Gatorade symbol?
I can't,
it's bullshit.
I can't even see his. I want to see all the
Mom,
cool
I
necklaces.
wanted to get drafted in the top 10.
Yo, mom, I'm a top 10.
Actually,
going to
the
the
Chargers.
Chargers, you like
If
it.
he falls to the Chargers, he's going to be
Oh,
happy.
They're going to take a Michigan guy. Guaranteed.
Whoa, that's freaky.
Don't
Is
like
that a Bo Nix face?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I didn't like that at all either.
No. All right.
Okay, we're getting another thing.
Fun fact: Bo Nix is the same size as that little person.
Oh,
He got the same haircut as Mason Graham.
okay. All right. Take our time here. We don't got nothing to do.
Oh, the Knicks won. I won some money.
Ooh, what was the score?
118, 116.
Ooh,
Come on,
I got
Detroit. I want Detroit
That's
to win
not-
that series in the
I
worst
should
way.
have taken the money, but I should have taken the spread. But I didn't. But I picked Knicks to win, so we're good.
All right, here we go.
I hope it's a really hard name.
Try to get the people engaged here. Jade Barron.
That's the wrong move, Denver.
Yep.
Okay.
That's you don't take a.
That's not Will Johnson.
He's also a slot corner. He's not even like an outside guy.
And they
That was the guy
had,
I thought Nice
they
ran
had
up
Hampton. Hampton was right there. What are they doing?
If you're
I
gonna
don't
take
think
a
this is
corner
good.
there, take Revel.
Yeah.
Is this a bad pick?
Yes.
It's an unnecessary pick.
Yeah. Like there's better corners out there.
Who's
He didn't
their
have
corner?
any-
They have a good corner, don't they? Patrick
Yeah, they already
Surtain.
have Patrick Surtain. But
Surtain?
yeah, but the thing is, he's a slot corner. But once again, you don't take a slot corner in the first. Look, see, he's playing on the slot. Like he's just
That's a very odd pick.
yeah,
I know he's graded as a first round pick.
yeah. But like, mm-mm.
Interesting.
Look how tiny he is. Oh, anyone can pick off Milrow. Come on.
Yeah, really.
All right, here we go.
Shador time.
This could be fun because not only
Steelers.
they can take Shador, which is funny, they could also shut Aaron Rodgers out of the NFL. Also funny.
Oh yeah.
Is there a chance Rodgers is done?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
Shador.
it should be right.
Because he still thinks he's worth too much.
Yeah. Somebody said
Yeah,
it really well. Where it's like, why do we need Aaron Rodgers? Why are we always talking about where's he going to land? How about nowhere? Like that's fine.
Right.
Like,
Right. Also, like, I can't help but notice he was like, it's not about the money for me. I don't care about the money. I'll play for $10 million. I'm like, I can't help but notice you didn't say you'd play for the veteran minimum.
yeah,
He
right.
didn't say that. He said 10 million.
Yeah, right.
I'll play for 10
So
million.
it's kind of, sort of still about the money.
I do think it's fucking hilarious that the Jets made him fly cross country on his own money
just
to
to
fire
fire
him, just to fire him, which I love, and I'm
Oh.
glad that they did it that
Aaron
It's a
way.
Glenn
very Jets move,
skyrocketed.
and it actually worked out for them.
Yes.
It's an excellent move. I had to pay my own money to come get fired. You could have just called me. Love it.
We could have.
We could have, but that would have. We would have zero satisfaction in that.
Steelers pick is in. Here we go.
Oh boy, here's Shador.
Deer.
This is how Mike Tomlin eventually gets fired, Drew.
It's not going to happen.
I love, by the way, the concept, Greg, in my mind of somebody trying to shake your hand after a transaction and you just walking away like Samoa Joe when somebody goes to the top rope.
You got the juice now, man.
Yeah.
No.
Why is he so far? Oh, why is he so far away from everybody?
Look at the kid next to Jackson Dart. It looks miserable.
Awful lot of
Utah.
honkies in that room. Deer. Come on.
Every Steelers fan I've ever seen.
You have a newfound
on.
hate after going to the Steelers game.
I've never liked the Steelers. Even
But you
though,
hate them even more, I feel like, after that.
Yeah, well, that's true. They are whiny. They reminded me. I mean, they reminded me a lot of Baltimore fans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Baltimore
Come
could have
on.
like a 13-2 record, and they all think that Baltimore stinks.
They only sting till they get to the playoffs, then they stink. Then they're
Yeah, then they really stink. All right, here we go.
Deer.
This is the end of Mike Tomlin. This is the beginning of the end. This is how it ends.
This is the first domino.
They're gonna
What do we
take some-
give him?
They're
6
gonna take
weeks?
some defensive tackle here.
Oh, that would be funny.
They're not taking Shador.
Wow.
Because they would have showed him like on the phone already.
Oh,
What? What in the world?
I'm out of the way. Wait.
What? Derek Harmon.
yeah, Derek Harmon. Yeah, that's what we want.
They are not happy. They're not happy with this.
Oh man,
What is
Well,
Greg A? What is Greg A's opinion of this?
probably happy.
Nothing yet. But you know what? I mean, in theory, this helps them replace who's his buckets in the middle, who's not getting any younger.
Cam Hayward.
Yes.
Wow. So Shador is a second round pick.
Unless somebody
don't think
trades
so.
back
Someone's
in.
going to trade. I think pick 25 through 32. Someone's going to trade up to get him.
Well, shit. Now I have to. Now I want to stick around.
Stick around, Greg. What else do you got to do?
I'm
Someone's
very
gonna-
hungry. Are you going to
Well,
be
go get
upset if
food.
I eat? Like,
No,
all the-
No,
go
go eat.
All right, then I'm
We
ordering
never
from
stopped you
Wendy's.
from eating.
Yeah.
Why would we stop you from doing that?
I'm eating right now.
Mike's been eating Triscuits this whole time.
Right.
I
No,
usually
no,
I usually have
mild
Cedar Brand
buttered
Tzatziki
tiny
Dip, our official
I was gonna
sponsor.
say that is part of Mike's gimmick on the show. He eats every show because he got to eat that cedar Tzatziki dip.
I could
Because I'm so
see,
busy with my damn kids, I don't have time to eat anything actually until like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night.
One of my
Cam
favorite
Hayward.
things about the Tzatziki dip thing is that someone, I think it was someone, asked me like, is it like, didn't believe it was real that they were a sponsor, but asked like, are they? Like, no, they're not.
I've created that shadow of doubt in your head.
You've
Yeah.
created this whole thing,
Look,
and people
I
are
mean,
like, I don't believe it is, but is it?
I'm ecstatic that I've got like 2 or 3 killer bits that Greg likes and wants to keep around.
yeah.
You were, you were a machine last year.
I'm looking
Several
at who's
bits.
available. There's a lot of good defensive ends still left.
Oh yeah.
Greg, can I have a chicken parm sub?
Is that woman wearing an Adam Banks Mighty Ducks jersey? Did you
Wouldn't
see
you?
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. The Kelsey.
It's another Kelsey.
All right. The Chargers are definitely taking a guy from Michigan, right?
I would think so.
Will Johnson?
How would they not? Yeah, Will Johnson's like should not be here at this point.
They desperately need a wide receiver.
All right. Well,
boys,
then
that actually is going to do it for me. I got doctor's appointments in the morning.
no worries.
All right, Drew. Thank
See
you.
later, sir.
Good luck.
Enjoy.
Godspeed.
See you around.
Ooh, with the four square.
Now that he's gone, we can finally. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, now we can have.
Now we
a
can
good
do
time.
Hackett voice.
We can do Hackett voice all night.
Where is Hackett now? Where does he have a job?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he still with?
No,
He's
no,
not.
he
with
got
Jet?
fired by the Jets. Aaron, please come back. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. That guy had Settlers of Catan. We need him, Aaron. I don't know how that game works.
What are Tyler
Complicated.
Lockett's like?
Holy shit. There's a defensive tackle who's 6'7", 381 pounds.
My God,
That is freakishly huge.
a lot of man.
But he's
A
also
whole
like
lot of man.
the 10th ranked defensive tackle left, which means he can't move. So
Yeah. Does he need to? Probably not.
just parks himself.
Chargers. What are we doing here?
Like I said, a lot of good defensive ends left. Good corners. Like I said, Will Johnson, Maxwell Harston, Chevelle Revel, Trey Amos. He's really good. Then, yeah, a lot of good corners left. Those safeties, neither safety's gone yet. The Emin Wari or Starks, both of those guys are awesome. But unlike guard, most people are holding off on drafting a safety this early. But still,
Unlike guard. My
yeah,
goodness.
weird.
Was it 3 guards that went or just 2?
Might have been three.
2, right?
Was it Tyler Booker?
It's at least 2. It's at least 2 guards. Okay, Shador has got to be upset.
How are we shocked though?
I know.
Like, what has he actually done? He was a total media hype machine. Like, NFL players or the NFL scouts are like, yeah, that's great. I'm not going to risk my future on some hype machine and putting up with Deion Sanders.
He could come back around to the Browns.
Yeah.
Very, very easily, yeah. It's 2 guards so far, I believe.
Okay.
2 guards.
I honestly, when you get to like pick, like I said, that round, like pick 25, if you're the Browns, you have to pick, I think you have the first pick in the second round, right? I think so. You could trade that second round, your top pick in the second round, and just like a fourth and move up to 25,
back
no
in,
problem.
yeah,
And just you
right.
might as well do that because it's a fourth. Who cares?
And you want to get that 5th-year option, I think.
Right,
on your
exactly. Right. You
quarterback.
want to take him in the first so you can get that
Mm.
5th year. A lot cheaper in the long run. I'm not surprised Matt Golden's still here.
He's going to be off the board, I think,
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
real good. He is real good.
I'm surprised, too. Like, he is a special talent.
And unlike the other wide-
McConkey and Golden, what a team!
Donkey.
and unlike the other Texas receiver, he's not a pederast. So
What the pederast? Shut the
I-
fuck up, Donnie.
Isaiah Bond. Yeah.
yeah. He's troublesome.
My food is already on its way.
Wow.
Where'd you order from? What'd you get?
Wendy's.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, you're a
damn.
high roller, man. Wendy's.
They're like basically here. They're gonna be here in like 2 minutes.
It's delivered by Landon Jackson.
We have like no food in this house, and you would think I'm kidding, and I'm just sort of not. Like
Yeah.
if I didn't order something, my option was to go make myself an egg.
That's not great.
I like you have one egg, not multiple.
An
You have a
egg.
single egg.
Yeah, go make
Can't
myself
make,
an
more
egg.
can't make more than one.
Yeah.
Egg.
Now I think though it is kind of a free. Now that the Steelers are out of it, it is kind of a free for all for Shadir of all these teams.
Well, he's not going to go to the Chargers.
No,
He's
but I'm saying
not
like the Chargers are. If somebody calls,
Is
Oh,
Green
well,
Bay
yeah.
gonna draft
The
a
Rams
Jordan
would be
Love replacement?
interesting.
yeah,
He's in full
Right.
free fall. Yeah, because he's not going to go to any of these teams that have these picks.
right. But I'm just saying, like if somebody wants to trade now, you can trade with any of these teams now. So
Yeah.
Do the Rams maybe take him
The
because
Rams
of
are
Stafford
interesting.
being
Yeah.
on his way out?
yeah,
I guess that's possible. They're at 26.
yep, I could see that. And then I think once Shadir goes, then I still think you're going to get teams in that top second who want to trade up to try to get like Jackson Dart or Jalen Milrow to get that extra year.
Here's a
know,
dumb question. Do you think the Lions could also be a possibility to sit him behind Goff?
No.
They're not that dumb, right?
Their coach, I cannot imagine him working with what's his name, Campbell.
True.
Chargers, come on.
Trying to trade out. Trying to trade out.
Well, you don't have much time there, guys.
All right.
This is good for the draft, though. Builds intrigue.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's been mostly chalk so far?
I don't know. You seem to be surprised a lot.
I have been surprised.
Chargers.
10 seconds, Chargers.
They must have traded.
You'd think so.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go. All right.
Yep, the pick is in. Okay, Chargers.
I'm going to say Will Johnson.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He shouldn't have gone this far. He's a Michigan guy. Nobody knows him better than Harbaugh. They lost Asante Samuel.
Did they lose him?
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought
he
he was
hasn't
still
signed
there.
anywhere. He's a free agent. He just hasn't signed anywhere because he also.
Oh,
is
really?
injured. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yep.
The Wendy's is here.
Wow, that was fast. He's already munching. Nom, 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 nom. Come on.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
Come on, man.
I don't want to hear Booger give analysis here on a quarterback.
Why do they still employ him? I don't understand.
He has the Booger mobile.
Oh,
Is that even fun? I don't know.
he might be taking Shannon Sharp's job soon enough.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Jeez.
Shannon. Oh, Shannon. Did you see the clip of his podcast where he had somebody on? I forget who it was.
Yeah,
Some comedian, and she said, "You got to stop dating those 20-year-olds. Something bad's gonna happen to you."
There it is.
It happened. You got to stop dating those 20-year-olds. And he just laughed.
Of course.
Oh, here comes the Wendy's. That is
Wow.
so
Damn.
fast.
How the
Oh
hell
my
did that happen?
God, do you have a Wendy's across the street?
There's a Taco Bell right down the road for me, and it would take an hour to get that food.
Well, it is that Taco Bell. That's a bad
It-
Taco Bell.
Right.
It's
You
not
know
a
what
good one.
Taco Bell I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I've been stuck there many a time in that drive-thru.
Oh, that drive-through is horrible. Yeah.
It's the worst.
Greg, what the
That
hell?
was insane, man.
I can't
What?
believe how quick
Wendy's
food came.
instantly.
That was insane. What was that? 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Not even. Where is the? How far is the Wendy's?
A mile?
Oh man.
All right, so it's close by.
Yeah, but damn.
Still. I mean, that's
Like just
crazy.
to coordinate that. I
Right.
think
Like,
is
is the burger
impressive.
even cooked?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
We'll find out. All right,
Will
Chargers.
Will Johnson. It's going to be Will Johnson.
Whoa.
No, it's the running back, Omarion Hampton. Okay. Not bad. You pair him with Najee Harris, who's not
Yeah.
that good.
It's fine. Unless he's a megastar, though, I'm a little reluctant to take a running back in the first round. Like Ashton Genty deserves it, but
It's later in the round, I guess.
I guess.
And they love to run the ball, so
And you get an extra first round. You get an extra year out of it. I get it. So by this point, if he's like 22, his career is basically over by the end of that contract. So
yeah, right. Not going to get paid.
Yeah.
What are the Packers? What are the Packers doing?
yeah, they don't need a receiver, so it won't be golden. Safety,
They need defense.
corner, because Jared Alexander is like,
He's on his way out.
He's
right?
on his way out,
Surprised he
yeah.
hasn't been traded yet.
yeah, now
Maybe
might be the-
tomorrow. Maybe
Yeah,
tomorrow.
right, yeah, if they can get if they get Will Johnson here, then
That might not be a bad pick.
what's that? Will Johnson? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm amazed that I every mock draft I did read a bunch before I came in to tonight. He was gone by pick 15, so the fact that he's still here is
He slipped quite a bit here now. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. I would take that risk. When that dude was healthy, like he was like up there with Travis Hunter as the best corner in the country last year. So
Yeah. It's got to be that injury that's making him
I know.
slide.
And I think it's like we talked about earlier with like a lot of these guys not testing at any of their pro days or the combine anymore. It's just not a thing. So like
Yeah.
you can't prove to me, if you don't run a 40, I can't see how that leg is holding up or whatever is. I'm assuming it's a leg, but
Yeah.
Packers won the Super Bowl. Packers, Mike's favorite team. Packers.
Oh, it's Green Bay's pick. I see. That's why
That's
they're
why
all going,
they're very excited.
Mark, you'll appreciate this. My dad was down here yesterday working around the house,
Yep.
and he said, "I got to go out and get some." The walnuts are tearing through the hay.
That may be one of my favorite episodes.
Which one?
Touch of Satan.
Touch of Satan. Yep,
Yeah. I love that one.
great one. This
Yeah.
is where the fish lives.
This is where the fish lives. Or the he's like, "Do you mind if I skip rocks across your pond?" No. Nice car. And then one of the robots like, "Mind if I skip rocks across it?"
I love how it's like, yeah, I just sit here to practice Sister Golden Hair on my guitar.
Yeah, right. Very 70s. Packers. Woo!
Meatballs fried and large.
Yeah, Vikings fan booing.
Munch, munch.
Munch, munch. Ryan, you got to watch some Mystery Science. They're all on YouTube.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give me the best ones.
Touch of Satan. Go start with
Space
Touch of
Mutiny.
Satan is
Oh,
great.
Space Mutant. No, Greg's right. Space Mutant.
Space Mutiny is
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's
Space
amazing.
Mutiny.
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Yeah.
Mitchell's in my top 5. Mitchell is fantastic. Manos Hand of Fate, I think, is wildly overrated.
I think it is too.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it's wildly overrated.
It's
And
also
I
like
the camp. I like Mike better than Joel.
I love Mike better. I'm much more into Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the problem with Manos is like obviously the movie sucks and that's fine, but like half the time the riffs are just like this movie Manos sucks.
Yeah.
Not a lot to it.
Time Chasers.
That's a great one.
Time Chasers. Okay. Mitchell, Time Chasers. What was the other one?
Space
Space
Mutiny.
Mutiny.
You really should start with Space Mutiny.
All right, I'll
Space
start
Mutiny,
with
then
that.
Mitchell.
Space Mutiny.
I think
yeah.
that's your one too.
The other
All right.
Joe Don Baker one's good too. The what's it? Where he's a sheriff or something? Or he's like a
Mitchell's-
Mexican. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a second. Hold on, I'll look it up. I can't remember which one
Yeah.
it is.
that one's real funny too. He goes
I
to like
remember
Italy.
I have a weird I remember watching that as a kid, but I can't put and I remember liking it, but I can't put my finger on any of the jokes or any of that. I just remember it being a thing.
Eat, munch. Come on, Pack Attack. Oh, their pick is already in. They're probably just like
Final Justice.
Final Justice. That's right.
That's the other Joe Don Baker one. That one's also good.
Yes, it is.
Final Justice.
I put my faith in Blast Hard Cheese. Slab bulk meat.
Slab. Yeah. Right.
Big McLarge
Yeah,
Huge.
that's my favorite. Big McLarge Huge.
Bob Johnson.
Yeah. What?
Big McLarge Huge.
This car can go up to
What's
speeds
hard
of
pack?
7.
It's nice for the producers to give her another chance.
Oh yeah, that's a major editing problem. Green Bay. Who's got the draft next year? Let's find out.
Ooh, good
Let's find
question.
out. Let's find out.
Maybe they haven't announced. Do they announce it?
Oh, I bet they
this
do.
quick?
Yeah, you probably have to. Yeah, it is Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Schittsburg.
boy.
Shittsburg.
No
I went to
Shador.
Pittsburgh recently and thought it was lovely.
I've
What,
never been.
Pittsburgh?
2027 is predicted to be in Minneapolis or
Okay.
DC.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way the Pack are trading this pick.
They're milking the hell out of this.
Yeah, they're just milking because they want to get the fucking crowd into it. That's fine. Minnesota, could they trade? Maybe.
Minnesota.
They definitely need more picks. I think Minnesota only has 4
Yeah,
picks.
they only have 4, so maybe they'll trade for somebody who wants Shadir. That's a good idea.
That would be a spot. That would be a spot for sure. I feel like Houston's fucked, right?
Yeah, they're not going to trade that because they need every pick they have.
Houston is absolutely fucked.
real bad. Yeah.
Like all of their receivers are hurt. They lost Laramie Tunsil, who wasn't even good.
Yeah, that O line was shit, and then they lost the only guy who was like okay.
He wasn't even good, and
No, he wasn't,
they lost
but-
him.
Yeah.
All right, the pick's in for Green Bay finally.
I think Minnesota is the Shadir trade pick.
It's got to be. All right, Packers. What do we got? Will Johnson?
Packers.
Who's the best pass rusher that's left?
Packers!
There's a couple guys. James
Pierce Jr. Yeah, they might be him.
He's very good.
I would say him. James Pierce.
Okay.
That's my pick.
That's your pick. I'm going to say Nick Emanuori, one of the safeties.
Ooh.
Him or Malachi.
Who's the Boston College DN? Maybe it's him. I forget his name, but he's also.
Oh, yeah,
he's
the
pretty
weird
good.
name.
Yeah, he's got a weird name.
Yeah, Donovan Eziraku.
Yes, that's it. Eziraku.
Yeah, there's a lot of good defensive ends left. A lot of good defensive ends and corners left.
Some of these are going to slip. Remember last year? Who was it? Cooper DeJean slipping?
Yeah, right. And look how he did. He was
And he was a huge
Yeah.
piece of that Super Bowl win.
Yep.
Man, they're milking the hell out of this.
Well,
Hurry up.
Now that he's had his Wendy's, he's ready for bed.
now he's grumpy.
Hurry up.
Dancing and singing and waiting to hear where they go. So the commissioner is finally now going to make his way out. And so the pick is ready.
Oh, God, I hate when they walk out with somebody else.
Very special guest who will be
All right.
well received here in Green Bay.
Mark Murphy.
Okay, Green Bay, it's your time. To make this historic pick, please give it up for first team All-Pro, Pro Bowler,
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my God.
So according to this, the Packers need a corner, a tackle, and defensive end, or a safety. So
That's a lot of things. I mean, a lot of things.
I'd like to thank you in the NFL for bringing the draft in the history of the NFL right here.
Ugh.
All right. right, come on.
The Packers, Packer fans here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and everywhere. The Knock fans are everywhere. It is my pleasure.
Come on, Mark. Get to it. Come on, Mark Murphy.
It is our honor and privilege to host this wonderful event,
Jesus.
particularly since we are the only community.
Dude. When will it end, Mark Murphy? When will it end?
Frontal trap. Keeps Freshner's dead. Can't keep Mitchell out. Forgot about that one. Oh.
He's still going.
Back in my day.
Have you heard the story about how I met my wife?
We started this story when Michael Penix was 45 years old.
You fucking cheeseheads.
Oh, here it is. All right.
Wow.
Matthew
Interesting.
Golden.
Man, but they already they are. Isn't Green Bay the team that can take any schlub and turn him into a decent receiver? Like this seems like
Was this the NFL just being like, this guy sat here for way too long? Let's get him.
right.
He's nasty though,
He-
so
he
I
is
think
good,
this
But
could
that's what
be.
that's what the Packers do. Like at the 23rd or 24th pick, they take the guy waiting in the green room.
Yeah.
This is a heck of a kind of a. I kind of like it. I kind of like it for them
Yeah. I don't
because
know. I
the
feel like-
receivers are how good are the guys they actually have, right?
Yeah, but like I don't know. I'm looking at all these like what they need and receivers not mentioned once on any of these.
that's
things.
true. All right, the Vikings are got to trade back, I would assume.
So Vikings, they say what they need is a guard, but two have already gone.
Who
Uh,
doesn't?
A safety, a corner. Safety,
Well-
maybe if they don't like Malachi Starks, he's still
Starks
around.
is there. Yeah, all the safeties are there, but
God,
they
he's
need
good.
more picks. So I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
if they traded out.
Right. Yep.
Somebody. This is the Shador spot.
It is a
potentially.
Shador.
This is
I
the
can
last
see-
chance for
Yeah.
Shador, I think.
I think this is a. Although if I'm another team, like Houston's not going to take Shador.
Well, that's true. No, they're
Oh,
yeah.
they're picking.
Minnesota's picking. Okay.
Wow, interesting.
I mean, Matthew Golden runs a 4.42. That's
Is
pretty
there a-
fucking fast.
Is there a guard left that's like worth it? Because they seem to. Oh, there is one.
They're still pass rushers. Maybe they need a pass
Yes,
rusher.
that's true. There's some really good pass rushers left. Or that safety. Like, I mean, if you didn't think that either of those guys would be there.
Maybe that's why they're sticking and picking.
Yeah. Right. I like this guy.
He's very angry. You can tell he's pissed.
Oh, he's not happy. Yeah.
He is not
good.
happy. He's going to be one of those ones you've seen like 4 years and be like, should have picked me instead of whoever.
Well, hopefully he's not like Rosen, where he said, like, there's 9 mistakes ahead of me.
Oh, God.
There's 31 teams that will regret it.
Yeah.
Nope.
The following mistakes are Baker Mayfield, Josh
playing.
Allen,
Still playing.
yeah,
MVP.
Sam Darnold.
Do you
Saquon
see?
Barkley.
Do you see? What's it called? Sinners is.
Yeah, Haley's.
You see it? You see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's good
No.
though.
I heard it's
Supposed to be
good.
awesome.
I heard it's really good.
There was who's the Jets corner? What's his name? Sauce Gardner. So
Yeah.
apparently it's not a full nude scene with Haley, but you see like she's naked from the back, so you see her butt. And he posted on social media, he's like, out of respect for Josh and what he does to me, I'm not going to go see Sinners.
That's
That's
hilarious.
funny.
That's hilarious.
Who directed that?
Ryan Coogler.
Googler.
Oh,
It was
okay,
really
nice.
good.
Yeah,
Coogler's
he's really
great.
good. Yeah, cool.
It's a horror movie. I could have sworn you were into all the horror movies, Mark.
No, it just came out, right? It came out like a
It did just
week
come
ago?
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will see it. I heard it is excellent. It's like vampires and stuff, I think. So
Yeah.
cool. I'm expecting to get invited to their wedding any day now. So
You're in. You know, they're in. They're going to invite you for sure.
yeah, they should.
Oh, my God. I like his suit. I like Golden suit.
Yeah, everybody's
Oh,
suits are fantastic tonight.
Great night suit. Great night of suits.
Great night of suits. A little short, but
Just but he can. He's.
Yeah, no, he's fine. Listen.
I didn't even know he played at Houston. Wow.
Has 58 catches, 9
Oh, he blew past that bum.
This is him against Clemson,
I
though,
was
and
gonna say, that's a real school.
it's a real school.
Oh God, who's 22? I like that safety. Get him. Where's he? Oh,
Man,
good
a
catch.
catch. He's good.
Yeah, he is good.
Here's against Georgia now. Okay.
So you guys are comic book guys. Let me ask you this question because Grant has these little like golden books, and one of them is Iron Man. How is there an Iron Man villain named Fing Fang Foom? How is that a thing?
He's a dragon.
He's grandfathered
there.
in.
Yeah, right. It's like the Mandarin.
The man,
His 9 energy rings.
Yeah,
the Mandarin.
I know there's a lot of Marvel
So
stuff.
how
out.
is like the unicorn a villain? Some of these villains are like, Stan, boys, you guys were stretching it here.
Mm. Will Johnson's still there. Maybe he's the pick. I don't know. Do they need a corner? Probably.
I feel like everyone needs a corner.
I know, right? You can, it's like O linemen. You can never have too many O linemen. You can never have too many corners. Awful lot of cheese heads. Oh, I bet the Packers fans love this.
They're gonna boo the crap out of
They're all leaving.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they are. You can see them.
They are. Get the fuck out. Oh,
We gotta
there
go home. We gotta work at the cheese factory tomorrow.
It's the one of 2 jobs you can have in Green Bay.
It's We either work for the Packers or cheese factory.
Yeah.
All right, Vikings. What do we got? They did do the guard, Donovan Jackson.
He honestly was the better guard than the last one who went. So
They did do the that guy.
That guy.
Look at that guy. Oh my god.
All right, Texans.
You can't be that excited about a guard.
Oh,
Come on.
trade.
Texans are moving out.
For
What are we gonna have here?
Giants.
oh, there it is.
Here it is,
There
Greg.
it
You get to go
is.
to bed.
Yeah, you guys can go to sleep now.
You get to go to bed, guys.
Good move for Houston, who needs everything. So you know,
Giants. Shador is going. Here we
Yep.
go.
wow, they got Shador and Abdul Carter.
Those dudes are already fading out.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's a good
The quarterback room is insane, though, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely idiotic. Or is this Jackson Dart?
Oh my God.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
This is Jackson Dart.
Is this
look at
Jackson
Greg.
Dart?
Greg's eyes just got huge, and he's like,
Yes.
Yay! Do it. Do it.
Is this Jackson Dart?
do it.
Wow. Wow.
No.
That
So
would
after-
be
After this
funny.
pick, we have Rams, Ravens, Lions, Commanders, Bills, Chiefs, and that's it. And then Eagles. And then,
No one is taking a quarterback.
man, no, none of it. No, 100% none of them are taking a quarterback. But like, man,
Oh, what
They don't look happy. The Sanders is
No.
don't look. They don't look happy.
Yeah.
look
Oh my God, Jackson
look how
Dart.
white this guy is.
What in the world?
And he spells his name with an X. What is he? What is he?
How can you give this guy your franchise?
Oh, uh-oh.
He's hugging.
Uh-oh.
He's hugging everybody. He's
Oh,
hugging
my
people.
God.
Jackson Dart.
Oh,
He's hugging
my
people.
God.
This is good. I like this.
Holy shit.
Jackson Dart. I
He
think
looks
Golden-
like there's at least 2 sexual assault scandals covered up by Lane Kiffin for
Right.
him. At least 2.
He
He's got a
played-
bright future ahead of him, okay?
My God.
He has played
Sure he
lacrosse.
does. At the factory that his dad made him a 6-figure break work job for.
The lights are very bright there.
Yeah.
Why are we going to commercial right now? Come on. I want to see this.
Come on.
That's why they're going to commercial.
Come on.
Fuck me.
Come on. Jackson Dart.
Wow.
I would love
That's-
it.
I mean, holy shit.
Shador has.
Shador was like a top 3 pick until he decided to open his mouth. That
Yeah,
was
right.
that was the problem.
Which is funny because like Dion talks a lot, but he never like trashed his own teammates.
No,
from what
never.
I remember, he
Ever.
never did that.
If anything, he defended Michael Irvin too much. Like
Yeah,
that was
right.
the problem.
Yeah, he never. I don't remember him. I remember he hated Andre Rison, but that was after he left. I think.
Yeah, right.
So did Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Yes, she did. She hated him a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
Are you excited about the Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was really
Did
excited
you
about.
see that apparently after Snow White absolutely pooped the bed so badly that Disney's put the axe on all live action adaptations now?
Were any of them any
How will they
good?
keep the rights?
Yeah.
How will they get the rights?
Listen, they have like 40 Marvel movie coming out in the next 2 years. They'll be fine.
I don't know. I don't think people give a shit anymore.
I am looking forward to the Thunderbolts.
I'm excited about that, and I
Look,
like
my-
that Fantastic Four. I like that. I like what they're doing with that.
My favorite character in any comic book is finally going to be in an MCU movie. So I'm
Who's
excited.
your favorite character?
The Sentry. I love the Sentry.
Wow.
Love him.
Why?
I like the initial concept of him where he's a forgotten hero. And I mean, everybody has forgotten that he exists. He was Marvel's Superman, and nobody remembers that he ever existed. And like kind of a schlub coming back into the world and having remembering why he had to leave in the first place. It was a great story. It was really cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah. He made everybody to forget because every time he exists, the void exists. And every time he does a good deed, the void does a worse deed type of thing. So to preserve even though he was the Earth's greatest hero, better, the first Marvel hero, he needed the world to forget about him. Otherwise, just like save the planet. It was just really interesting stuff.
They're
And
not
obviously-
going to.
No,
they're not
they're
going to
not
that.
putting that into the MCU, but like the character itself, I think you could do a lot with. So, and I like the actor Pullman. I like him. So he was very good in Top Gun.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, he was great in that. And I like his dad.
Bill Pullman.
Yeah, Bill Pullman.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
All this for Jackson Dart?
It might be the Lilo and Stitch movie. All this for the Lilo
right.
and Stitch movie. Jackson Dart, please.
You gotta load it up. The slow pan out is real good.
Wow.
Oh,
How's that Wendy's treating you?
Pretty good.
what'd you get?
Bunch of bullshit, man.
Okay.
I'm
Bunch
a
of
smorgasbord kind of guy, you know.
Just a little bit
A
of
little
everything.
of this, a little of that.
Does he have a tattoo under
Does
his
he
eye?
have braces?
Also, I thought that was Dayball.
Oh
next to
no!
He has a tattoo under his eye, doesn't he?
Thanks for drafting me, new dad.
Come to lay bar. Sorry,
I'll
you're
have
thinking
a-
too.
I'll have a white
Have-
one.
Brian
I really
Dayball
like
drafted him because he thought he might actually be his son.
Yeah.
He saw
No,
photos like, oh, man, my kid?
I get
Gotta
around
trade
a
up.
lot.
We gotta draft my kid.
Tina's real mad that you haven't
Yeah.
picked him yet.
Yeah,
He was pissed.
right.
You promised Jackson he'd be a #1 pick.
You promised, Brian.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Here we go.
Wait for the delay.
You want us to be quiet?
Jackson Dart. It is.
I hate you, Ryan. You ruined everything.
Sorry, I just got so excited.
This
What are they
is
doing?
Wow.
What are we doing?
Rams
Should-
maybe take Shadir here?
Shadur is just screwed. Oh my god.
God.
Jackson Dart over Shadur. Oh my god, Dion's
Why wearing-
furious.
What?
That guy's wearing pajamas.
It was almost bedtime for him.
Yeah.
His dad's letting him stay up late. He's going to fall
Wake
asleep
up,
on the couch.
Jackson.
He's got to carry him
Jackson
and put
is
him to
getting
sleep.
drafted tonight.
Oh, my
God.
stars.
He has an evil twin brother.
Jackson Dart. The Rams have traded.
Oh, here we go.
Shadur.
To Atlanta?
Definitely
What
not.
Atlanta needs a quarterback.
No, they don't.
Dayball's like, all right, let's go to the bar.
Last year it got real slow towards the end, and this
now
is
it's really-
business is picking up right now.
I
Will
almost went to
Johnson?
bed.
I guess. Hold on. Let me look at what they need. Hold on.
It could be him, yeah, very
It
well could
him.
be Will.
Yeah, this late. I mean, they don't say they need a corner. They say they need a safety. Maybe the Georgia safety, Malachi Starks. Maybe.
Maybe. What are the odds Jackson Dart is any good? You think he's got a chance?
35%.
Yeah,
It's a non-zero chance.
yeah, right.
Okay, all right.
And I will never ever come down on a team. You got to take a swing.
You got to swing,
Sometimes
yeah.
right, it might turn out good. You have no idea.
And the
Well,
Giants have
They got Andrew Carter,
three guys.
and they came back in for not a big
Yeah.
cost
Right.
and rolled the dice on a
True.
QB.
Well, we don't know what the compensation is yet, do we?
I
Yeah,
don't know, I didn't. What is
Oh, I
it?
forgot. I forgot I was wearing this.
the Texans get the 34th pick.
A possum.
They get the 99th pick, and they get a third-round pick next year.
Second, third, and third. That's pretty good.
Why not? Look at Jackson Dart's like brother there. Oh my god.
And not Dayball, fake Dayball dad.
He's like the new JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely tried to rap, right?
Tried.
Right.
I mean, succeeded.
He's
Yeah.
got bars. He's got
Dozens
bars.
of albums.
Him and Cole Beasley have a
Yeah.
fucking great album together. I mean,
His
to
evil
me,
twin brother.
it's got to be Will Johnson here.
This guy's going to give Zach Wilson a run for his money.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. He's picking up all the leftovers.
fake dad back there is
Fake dad, new
new
bro-
dad,
ball.
old the L
Old dad.
Dayball. Yeah.
It's like Clueless. New
Aw.
dad.
You know, as much as we make fun of these people, you got to figure like how much time and energy they put into their kid playing football.
Oh sure. No.
So
Just to
much
pay off
energy.
in this moment. How
So
much
much energy.
money.
My Kevin Herter's dad, who's my closer cousin. Kevin Herter's a second cousin. That dude did everything to his son to the point where it's a little creepy. Like just in terms of like waking him up all the time, going to all these different basketball tournaments.
Yeah.
He'd pay off. Kids in the NBA.
He
Like,
did.
I mean, very
And he's-
hard on that kid, though. Very hard on that kid.
He played well too at the end of the season.
Yes, he did. Although there's rumors he might get traded.
Really?
Because he loves Chicago.
Oh, he did. He
Yeah,
likes who's that Euro guy? The
The Australian
Montas?
guy. Yeah. He really likes it there. But it's the NBA, man. Like,
Yeah. There's no
traded a lot.
guarantees.
Yeah.
No guarantees. All right, Jackson Dart is a giant.
That's amazing.
That's the best.
Oh, so good.
I'm
All right,
glad
well-
to be in a giant area right now.
Yes. Will Johnson. I'm going to say Will Johnson.
I wonder if Giants fans are happy about this.
They're
I
idiots.
mean, given
They
your other
wouldn't know.
alternatives, how could you not be? You've had Daniel Jones for how many years?
Maybe those guys saved their jobs with this move. Who knows?
Yeah, right. You never
They may
know.
have. You never know. James Pierce Jr. Nice pick. James Pierce Jr. for the Falcons.
Another guy I'm kind of surprised is here this late.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he is good.
I like that. That's actually really bad for
Oh,
Carolina because they have
I like-
Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr.
Yeah, they
now.
traded
Holy
up for
shit.
him. Honestly, I bet they traded up because Baltimore needs a defensive end. They probably
Yeah,
traded up to get
yeah.
ahead of them.
That makes sense.
There's still good defensive ends. Mike Green's still there, and he's very good.
That is true.
Actually, Mike Green kind of reminds me of a Raven a little bit. Kind of like ornery.
He might fit very well with the Ravens.
All right, friends. I think I'm going to tap out here.
All right.
It's
Thanks for
been
sticking
wonderful.
with
Thanks
us.
for having me.
Absolutely, man.
Good
Thanks,
luck with this
Greg.
season.
Adios.
Greg's bet's coming.
Yes.
We'll see you in a year.
Some amount of time.
An undisclosed amount of time.
You can play along by taking bets on how long I do Greg's bets.
You still do them. You just don't send them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I can
All
never
right.
get them to you in time for you to record. You record on Tuesday.
I can just post them on Sunday. It's
Oh,
fine.
that's true. All right, friends. Oh,
All right.
good
Good
luck.
to see you, Greg.
Have a good night.
See ya.
Good luck with
All
the
right.
Bills.
Yes. We'll see. They might not stay in the first. So.
All right,
Ravens.
so
All right, let's see what the Ravens need.
Ravens.
According to this, the Ravens need they need a defensive end. So that's probably what happened. They thought they were going to take Pierce, so they traded ahead to get
Makes sense. That
get him
makes
away
sense.
at that. That makes sense.
Wow.
They need a safety, maybe Starks, maybe Emmanuel, and
Okay.
they need a guard. Probably don't need to go with a guard. here.
Yeah, I think that ship is sailed.
I mean,
at this
granted,
point.
if you're Baltimore, you probably didn't expect 3 guards to go in the first round.
Yeah, right. They probably were thinking that
right.
that's not going to be a problem.
Right.
That Falcon double pick could be a problem.
That is a good.
Jalen Walker and
Yep.
James Pierce Jr. together. That's pretty good.
Yes, it is. I mean, they're obviously very focused on getting to the
They
quarterback.
desperately needed pass rushing. They had nothing.
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah. No, it was bad. It was real bad.
I don't like
I
that.
still think like Mike Green is still there. He's like, to me, going into it, like I said, it was kind of reminding me of a Raven. So like
Yeah.
this would make sense. Who else is out there? Who else did they say safety? Yeah, they can go for Emmanuel.
Do
or
they need a
Starks.
corner? Is corner on that
They didn't
list?
say corner. They didn't say
Wow.
corner. No, they got the they signed somebody in free agency who's pretty good.
And they
as a
have
corner. Yeah,
who's
they
it?
got
Humphrey.
somebody.
Humphrey's the other guy.
Yeah, they're fine at corner.
They need a wideout, right?
Yeah, but there's not anybody. I mean, Jaden Higgins,
Yeah.
maybe.
2025 NFL Draft Review.
Yeah, the NFL draft brought to you by
Need to look in your home. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
Mr. Krabs.
brought to you by Lowe's. Brought to you by Cedars Tzatziki Dip.
Yeah,
You think we could get that?
Ugh, I'm tired.
Oh, Ravens are picking.
Picks in.
I hear you, sir.
I feel like this is faster than last year.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
Did they do something different? Did they speed up the picks, or we
I
just?
There was a stretch where like people were basically dropping the picks within the first 2 minutes.
Because
So
that was a fast. Last year, I think it was 4 hours that we did. And we're only at
Yeah.
3 hours and 6 minutes right now.
So I'm looking at the teams that are at the top of the second who could trade up back in to get a court to take Shadir.
Yeah,
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
The
But
Cleveland
how can they when they're still stuck with Deshaun?
just to have somebody in, because Deshaun might not even play this year. Here's another one.
Oh, he's not playing this year.
Raven.
No way.
Or sorry, here's another one. Raiders.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, Shadir would fit that team.
he could sit. He could sit for a year,
Right.
or at least, or a couple years.
Put him with Ash and Jenny. I mean, that's not a bad combo.
It's not bad. Do we even think Shador's good, or is he? Is it too? Are we gone too far here?
You got to swing. I don't think. I honestly, his attitude is so bad. I just can't. It's hard for me not to think that because he's so good on the field. He is good on the field. I do think he's good, but like
Okay.
that attitude, when you blame
Yeah.
your own line and he does it multiple times, that ain't gonna cut it. You're gonna get fucking killed in the NFL. But maybe you can outgrow it. Maybe this is a learning.
Maybe this is a humbling experience. You think?
So I'm just saying, like, so the Browns have 2 picks in the top 4 of the second round. You can give one of those up and then give a 4th
Yeah.
rounder up and then move up to any of these spots right now. And take
Easily just move up. Yeah.
Right. And then you still have an extra second. You still have a second. So like I don't know. To me, that's if they're interested, that's an obvious move.
Hmm.
But that also means you need Detroit or Washington or Baltimore. Well, not Baltimore. Buffalo, Kansas City. Somebody to actually want to trade down.
I'm sure one of those people do.
Like Kansas City, probably. Well, no, Kansas City needs a tackle desperately. So
Yeah, but they could move
They're not
back
gonna
a
trade.
couple of spots.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm gonna say just
Is the Mike
Yeah.
Green?
it's Mike Green. I also like that Mike Green went to like where did he go? He went to like a no-name school.
Marshall. He was in
Marshall, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Josh Simmons is still there. Oh,
That one South Carolina safety is a freak too.
yeah, he is. Both of the Starks and him are real fucking good. They're different though. Like Starks is more of like a tackler type of thing, but man,
Yeah.
is he a fucking missile. I was kind of surprised Atlanta didn't take him, two Georgia guys.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, Baltimore. What are we doing?
Yeah, they just mentioned Malachi Starks. I think that'd be a good pick for him.
It is Malachi.
It is Malachi
Starks.
Starks. Yeah, that's a great pick.
All right, nice. The rich get richer there.
Yeah.
Now they have who's their other safety? They have a nice pairing there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Hamilton.
Hamilton's really good
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
That's a nice
that's
pairing.
Good pick. So now the Lions, they said need a defensive end, so maybe Green or a guard,
Yeah.
which once again, not probably a good idea now.
Who's left in the green room that we haven't seen?
Oh, there's a couple. Jalen the other quarterback,
Milrow.
Milrose there.
Does Milrow pass Shador?
Oh my god. Starks is real good. I was kind of hoping the Bills would get him.
They're on the radar here now. We're
Yeah,
in
just because he'd be an instant impact player for the Bills, and I
instant
feel
starter.
like they need that.
but there's still that other safety and Will Johnson,
no,
so maybe
you're-
they will stick.
I mean, I think Will Johnson. I mean, I think the Lions make sense.
But they did just pay DJ Reed
Oh, that's true.
in free agency,
Yeah,
so
but I mean, that's why you take. Yeah, that's true. They play very similar roles.
I don't know if
They
they
could
would
go
do
with
that.
we'll see. This could be a trade spot. Nope.
Nope, it's not. The pick is in.
This is not a trade spot.
A pink suit.
Yeah, that's also sharp.
Wow. What's your favorite pick so far?
Fit wise,
Yeah. Who do you like?
Jackson Dart. I
Yeah.
like Ashton Jennings to the Raiders. I really think that's a good move for
All
them.
right.
They need an identity and something to build around, and he is above and beyond the best, running back this year. So I like him. Let's see. I gotta look at it again. I can't remember who went where. Cam Ward is it's not.
Like the Jets taking Membu's a good pick.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I did like that one.
Yeah.
I did like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I like your Niners, Michael
Yeah, I was
Williams.
gonna say the Niners taking Michael Williams is a good one.
Yeah, that's a real good. Once again,
The Bears taking Loveland is a bad one.
That is a bad one. Dolphins taking Kenneth Grant.
Grant is a reach.
Yeah. He's fine. He's just very one-dimensional, and I don't think that's what they need. They need a playmaker. Yeah, I do like the Mike.
Bengals with Shamar Stewart. I like
fine.
any rusher, I think.
Yep, that's fine.
Any
Him and
pass
Warren might
rusher,
go to
I feel like
the,
is a good move.
Him and Warrior might be a good commander.
You know what was bad? I think Broncos, Jody Barron.
Yeah, that was weird.
And maybe Steelers, Derek Harmon? I don't know.
You know they're showing the Ravens' entire draft board, right?
Did they really?
Yeah, they literally shut. They've got it all on a big giant whiteboard, rounds 1 to 7, and all a whole bunch of names written down.
Time to pause.
Better, maybe it was fake. Maybe it was a smokescreen. Wow. We're getting to the end here. We're getting towards the
we are.
end.
We got what? 4 picks left? 5 left.
5 picks left.
Yep. This is a good move. I like this pick too. I like Malachi Starks. I always thought I like that. I thought he would go earlier.
I do like that pick. It's a good pick.
Yep. Ravens always pick.
They
well.
do
Always
such a
draft
good.
well.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Them and the Eagles are always frustratingly good.
They just
Meanwhile-
make picks that make sense and don't overthink it. And sometimes
Yeah.
it's all you need.
Meanwhile, my team is always in the top 12 or 15, and they can't seem to get it right.
Bills were there for a long time. Hello, Sleuts.
Look at Pete Carroll head. They just got a giant Pete Carroll head there. All righty. How many more years can Mel Kiper do this?
I don't know. I forgot how young he was though when he first started. He was like 21. Like he's probably got some time left.
He like invented this job. It wasn't a job.
Yeah, right. Lions defense allowed 21 points per game or 20.1 games. I mean, Will Howard here. I mean, at this point, even if there's an injury risk,
He can sit, right?
29 or whatever the hell it is. Like it's 28. It's not like you're picking him early.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah. Who's like ornery? That's what they need. They like ornery players. Who's ornery?
Mike Green, I think.
Mike Green is ornery. Yeah, there you go. I could see that.
They need somebody on the opposite end for.
We're gonna get booed
Aiden
to
Hutchinson.
shit right now, but
Oh yeah, they're gonna get booed. Well, a lot of Green Bay fans left. Looks
it's
like.
true. Yeah.
What direction do we look at as the commissioner makes his way to the state? I'll let that go with what Lou was saying. I think Carson Schwarzenegger for another name. We're going to be here at some point in time.
All right, I'm out.
All right,
Okay.
Mike.
I've fallen asleep sitting up, so
No
All right,
worries,
That's
dude.
not a good sign. All right, Mr. Mike, thank you.
there's no. Hold on, let's do the Lions pick.
Tyleek Williams. Don't know him.
Yeah, big old defensive tackle.
Sure, why not?
Sounds fine.
Why not? Hmm.
He's a big boy. Don't they have Alan McNeil?
I thought
seems
so.
Weird. That seems weird.
Yeah, you can always use more hot
Yeah, right.
mollies.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with big fat guys.
Commanders. What do the Marks Commanders need? Take the next step.
According to this, they need a defensive end. They need a safety. They need an offensive lineman.
Okay. Those are available.
Those are all. Yeah, you can get him and Worry.
We're one pick away from the Bills. Who do you want if
I
they
don't really-
stay?
If they stay, I don't really. I mean, I would like it to be either defensive end, defensive tackle, or a corner. And they have starters at all those positions, but like they're all like on defensive tackle. It's Daquan Jones, who's good. He's a big fatty,
Mm,
but he's also on a 1-year deal and he's 32. So you got to plan for the future. When he's done next year, you got to have somebody to replace him.
yeah.
Defensive end, they got Bosa. You know, they have Greg Rousseau, but Bosa's
Right.
on a 1 year. So same idea. Like get somebody to replace him. And then at corner, they just brought back Tre'Davious, who I fucking love. He's my favorite Bill of the last 10 years, other than Josh Allen. But like another corner to not start immediately, but to be there as like the fourth guy. So, you know.
All right, guys, have a good one. I'll
All
catch
right.
up with you
Bye,
later.
bye.
Good night. Yep.
Bye, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
And then there were two, Mark. It's
You
just
and
like
me
last
again,
year.
baby. You and me.
I know I could count on you to get to the end.
Oh, I'm always going to go through. So I used to watch, like I said, I love the draft. I do.
I did too.
I don't, I feel like it's bad because I don't know as many people as I used to, but I used to know like all these prospects and stuff. Now it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
I know like probably the first round, and even that I don't know. Like,
Well, when
That-
your team is actually good, you don't get those top picks. You don't need
Yeah.
to care as much, right?
I mean, and like I said, the last 2 years they've traded out of the first, so
Right,
we'll
so-
see. I mean, it could definitely be a third.
3 years in a row. Oh my god.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, there's, you know, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, is there anybody here who's like still a first round talent? And I mean, the safety probably,
Yeah, I think he is.
and the I mean, but I mean, I don't know.
Will
anything about
would
the
be a
medicals.
coup.
I mean, oh my god! But like, if his medicals check out, if they, you know, he passes the Bills who need a corner, and they say no, then there's something really wrong with him.
Right. I mean, that would be a hell of a
Oh my
pickup.
God, they would. I mean, if he's can play, I mean, that's the thing.
There was rumor that he was better than Travis Hunter. There was
I mean-
some discussion about that.
I'm curious though with the command. I think they're taking some time, so they're. I mean, like I said, Shadir, you can still trade back. I mean, I think that's an option.
Yeah, we said the Browns.
I think the
still have
Browns, right?
a chance to move in.
No,
Nope, they're picking
no,
too.
Wow.
What do the Commanders need?
They
Yeah.
said they needed.
You said it, yeah.
Yeah, edge. They need a defensive end. They need an offensive lineman, a safety, and then they say receiver. There's not anybody who's
Yeah.
who's
I don't
going to
think
fit that.
I don't think that'll happen.
Like Jaden Higgins, I like because he's huge. He's like 6'4", but like I don't know. Although Luther Burden's still around, I really like him.
He's good, but he has attitude issues, right?
He does. Yeah, he's very much a
He's
diva
got
receiver.
he's
Yeah.
got some attitude issues.
I don't know. I kind of dig it though. Like he's got attitude, but it's a fun attitude. I guess is the only way to describe
He's
it.
gonna be interesting,
Yeah, right.
one way or another.
He'd be fun at the Raiders.
Well, they got a chance, right? Do they have a second?
Yeah, right. Yes, they do. Yes, yeah. Like I said, if the Browns really wanted him, this is the time to move. I mean, I guess you could just because like here's the thing: like everybody knows the Browns, have that first overall
Right.
pick in the second, so you want to get above them. If you're like the Raiders,
Yeah, somebody would have to pass.
you're
them,
going to
right?
have to get ahead of them at the beginning of the first pick. And if you're the Browns, you're like, all right, well, they know we're going to pick them, so we got to get ahead now. So, but apparently not enough to trade with the Commanders or anybody. So.
Okay, Washington is gonna make their pick.
I'm going to say Imanuri.
That would be,
Yeah. He's kind of a luxury pick at this point,
yeah.
but I don't know who Will Harris is. Who's Will
I
Harris?
don't either. They're it's weird that the Commanders are already in luxury pick range, but they kind of are.
I'm just saying, like, he's such a good player, and this is like a time you could take a safety and not be. Then again, this is normally in the part of the draft where I say, now you can take a guard. But
if 3 guards weren't already taken.
Oh, is Mike Green from Virginia? Because that would change things a little bit.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, right. They needed that. It did say defensive end.
I think they need that, so
Yeah,
that might be a good pick.
Yeah, that would probably be a good pick. Can never have too many pass rushers.
All right, here we go. Mark's Commanders still. They're still Mark's Commanders.
Until I make a new position, a new selection. Yeah, they still are. Who?
Josh Connerly Jr.?
I guess you take the tackle you want because you know the Kansas City is going to take a tackle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All righty.
Huh. Well, like I said, I'll take any corner. I'll take any defensive end. I'll take any defensive tackle. All those positions, the Bills need reinforcements at. So. There's that other injured corner I like too, Revel. That's the one that Drew was talking about. That guy,
Yeah.
He would have been a top 10 if he wasn't hurt. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Here we go.
Bills do like trading, but if they have a guy.
Will Johnson here would be something.
He's okay. If he's okay.
If he's okay.
Right. This guy's good. He's a fucking baller. Look at that dude.
I mean, yeah, they do need that.
Oh yeah. Yay! Slap hands. Slap hands.
Very excited.
Yes. That one kid. Oh my god, he's a big spirit animal.
Okay.
Bills take Shadir. Sorry,
you know,
Trubisky.
his worst nightmare is Shadur's worst nightmare is not getting picked in the first round and then being stuck being the guy that didn't get picked
Yeah,
all
right.
day tomorrow.
Yes. Oh my God.
Stephen A. Smith starts talking about it. He's not going to like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Connerly Jr. Sure up that O line. I like that.
Yep. No, it's fine. Oh, O lineman. That's the thing. None of them are sexy picks. Nobody's going to get
No.
excited about an O lineman, but you need them. So.
All right, Bills. Here it is.
Yeah, we'll see. Still on the clock, though. I bet they're working the lines, but I don't know. You goddamn right. And not a Super Bowl to be seen with it.
78 wins.
Yes.
How close are they? How close
They're
are they?
very close. I think they win it this year, actually. They're
very close. They're
Getting
very, very
Bosa
close.
was a big move. Like, I know he's hurt, but like when that guy is on, he is a fucking game wrecker.
Yeah.
Well, it looks
They
like they
almost
made a
need-
pick, though. I mean,
They're standing around.
they're standing around.
I mean, there's some good guys on the board.
Oh
here.
yeah, Mike Green. I would love Mike Green. I think that's a great pick. Like one of the defensive
Safety,
tackles.
yeah,
I
right?
don't know I mean, anything to get DeMar off the field, I'm okay with.
That's
But,
true.
like,
it would move him off the field.
right. Oh,
Pick is in. The Bills made a pick, Mark.
Wow, interesting. Man, I
The
don't
Bills
know.
have made a pick.
Like I said, that defensive tackle. What's his name? I gotta look him up here. Yeah, Darius Alexander. I like him. He's a big fatty.
You wanted a fatty.
I need a fatty. Give me a fatty. Like I said, Mike Green, fine. That Boston College kid, fine. Will Johnson. I like Trey Amos was the guy I really liked, thinking that none of these corners would still be here. And maybe they still like him. I don't know, but we'll see.
A pick is made. Oh boy.
The Bills have, I think I told you, a special needs person, like a Make-A-Wish guy.
Yes, they're making the
Coming out.
pick, right?
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair. So time to bring the room down.
Oh.
Went through too many tables.
It's a table injury.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate when
I'm-
that happens.
This is I'm impressed that they're picking, to be honest.
I think they have to, though. I think they have to.
Yeah,
There's too many good guys on the board. at
there
this
are.
point.
I mean, like I said, Mike Green. We'll see where they go. Like I said, Ermaniori, I love, but
That would be interesting. That rotation of pass rushers would be interesting.
yes, yeah. I look for the future. The Bills are good at that. The Bills are really good at, like, we have a guy who's on a 1-year deal. Like, let's get his replacement in the year before.
Yes.
So that way it's not a
yes.
panic move the following year. They're really good at, like, signing players early. So they're very proactive in that regard. So that's why I think, like, on paper, the Bills don't need a defensive end or a defensive tackle, but next
Yeah,
year
right.
they will. So they might as well do it now.
I like those Bills colored Nikes. Those are
Yeah,
nice.
I saw, like, he showed it on the Bills social media. The inside of the jacket is Zubaz.
Love that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I hope he just swears. What's up,
go.
fuckers?
What's up, you motherfuckers?
Yeah. God damn! Bucktooth motherfucker!
Then he would be my favorite person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
there
like
you
this
go.
guy. I do like this guy.
Go get him. Give him an easy name. Give him Mike Green or Will Johnson. Give him an easy name to say, please.
The most exciting part about, like, I get to, like, make a pick would be I know the fucking pick before
Yeah,
everyone
right,
else.
right.
That would be my favorite part.
I would be worried about. I would seriously. I know there's, like, phonetic spelling, but I would. Still
Oh
be worried
yeah,
about, like,
messing
getting it
up the
wrong.
names. Yeah,
Lower it for him. Come on. There you go.
there we go.
Oh, the other corner.
Okay.
Yeah, not a. I don't like that pick. Not unless Will Johnson's really damaged. I don't like that pick.
Wow,
Yeah, don't like it. Oh, he was there.
he was there.
Okay.
This one's going to be interesting. They needed a corner.
They needed a corner, and I guess he was their guy. Not who I would have taken Amos. I would have taken Johnson ahead of him.
Wow.
Nah,
This is
not the
very
pick I would've
interesting.
liked. Yeah.
I mean, good for this guy because he got picked in the first round.
Oh
He didn't
yeah,
have to
no,
sit,
absolutely. I'm just kind of curious where he was ranked on the. He was the number 2 corner available, behind Will Johnson.
but- Okay.
He was actually above Revel and Amos, but
Chiefs
Oh.
have traded.
Yeah.
Chiefs have traded.
Cleveland. Eagles move
What?
up a pick.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
What? Why would they do that?
He's so excited.
All right.
It's fine.
It's not bad because you need
Yeah.
some secondary help. So
His comparison is Dax Hill, who I don't know who that is.
I think he's a Bengal.
Oh, okay.
Dax Hill's a Bengal. Why would the Eagles?
I know.
Why would the Eagles trade up one pick?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. What does that do? Why are they getting in unless the Chiefs are also going to trade? Like what? What are we doing?
This
here?
is interesting. So Maxwell Harrison ran the fastest 40-yard dash at the combine,
Interesting.
regardless of position. He ran a 4.26.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, he had a 1.5 second 10-yard split, which is also fucking crazy.
Interesting.
He's strictly a zone corner. Yeah, well, that's good because it's all the
That's
Bills
what they
play.
need.
So
Yeah.
yeah, let's see some footage of him. Here.
Let's take a look. Yeah, let's see what he's got.
He's an outside guy, so that's good. They need that. That was fast.
All right. He's fast. We know that.
He's very
You
fast.
want to be fast.
Yeah.
They do kind of need a turnover
Yeah, they do.
producer
They do.
as well.
They do.
Oh, a little
can
corner
tackle?
blitz. Look at
Okay.
that.
All right.
I feel like if we had Drew here still, he'd be like, "You guys are idiots. It's fine."
Yeah, I know. There's got to be something wrong with Will Johnson.
Well,
Like
yeah.
something seriously wrong with him.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's fine because Harston here is second, and that's fine. He's just
He was supposed to go top 15. You said for Will.
Will Johnson. Yeah, was supposed to go. Yeah,
That's quite a fall.
yeah.
What the heck are the Eagles doing here? I mean, they're going to get somebody good, right? That's what's happening. They're
right.
gonna get somebody.
Maybe they're
good.
going to get Will Johnson. You know.
They don't need another corner, though, do they? They already have DeJean and they have.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. So according to this, they need a
They're
defensive
going to
end.
get that. They're going to get that safety, aren't they?
They say they say they need defensive end, wide receiver, or offensive lineman. Maybe Mike Green here.
That I don't like either. I don't like that. For like the Eagles are just going to. God, Howie Roseman's just good. I don't know why they traded
I
up
know.
one spot. I don't understand that.
There's my guy. He's very animated.
Hairston. Nice suit again. Good suit
Nice
game.
suit. Yeah, real nice suit. He's got blue on. I like that. He was clearly aware of what's going on.
I kind of, you know what? I mean,
I like his attitude.
I don't hate it. I don't hate
No,
it.
I like his attitude.
I'm
sometimes-
warming up to it.
Yeah, it's you got to have a guy with some confidence. You know.
Nice suit. Oh, they got all the pictures inside.
It's fine. It's
All right,
fine.
the Eagles pick is in now.
I want the Bills to trade back up and get me Landon Jackson.
I like Greg's reaction to that. Ugh!
Ugh. Unless Landon goes here.
All right.
Don't. You're gonna fucking kill him.
Roger gets beat to hell.
Yeah. Max, if you pick Mahomes off in the AFC Championship game, we good.
You're good. You're
We're
good with
good.
it.
Everything's fine. I like that he plays outside too. The Bills don't need the Bills don't take a slot risk corner, unlike some teams out there.
Right. What was that pick? The Broncos.
That was weird. That was a weird one. All right, so what we got?
We got 2 picks left.
2 picks left.
The Eagles are going to get somebody good.
Yeah, I mean Mike Green, like I said, they need a defensive end. He's right there. I mean, his comparison is Will Anderson Jr. He was
Pretty good comparison.
Yeah, he was the 20th ranked player.
That means the Chiefs are going to get somebody good too, because
Yeah, the Chiefs are probably going to take that O lineman because they have no O lineman.
they desperately need O-line.
They really do.
Who's the next best O-lineman? though?
According to this, Maxwell Hairston is the 18th ranked overall player.
So they got to steal then. Why did he
guess.
fall then so far? Why did he fall below a
The Bills were rumored to be all in on this cornerback group and get a player that the position who posted the combine's fastest 40. Harrison best projects an outside corner role, but the team has a legitimate starter there in Christian Benford, so he'll likely be the number 2. Yeah, that's fine. He shouldn't be the number 1.
he can easily do that.
He does have quickness and long speed to run with inside receivers, so he could stick on the inside in Buffalo's man coverage heavy scheme. His elite speed is a major asset.
I'll look up Jody Barron real quick and see what they have to say about him.
What's his comparison?
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
He also lines up in the slot at safety and at linebacker. Huh. Okay.
Interesting.
Pat Surtain is still a Bronco, I think.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely is. He signed that big deal. Yeah. he
Okay,
definitely
yeah,
is.
he's still a Bronco.
Yep,
He has
yep.
positional versatility. He was the number 11th overall ranked player. So I guess Jade maybe wasn't as bad of a pick as we thought.
Okay. He's no Colston Loveland.
Yeah, what did they say about that pick?
He was like ranked high, but like over the Tyler Warren was so much better.
Loveland is ranked 7th overall, but second at his position. Effective route runner. Warren was more of the all-around player. Like
Yeah.
he would block as well, and Loveland's more just a receiver. His comp is Sam Laporta, so there you go. That's why. There you go on that.
I just got a 5th rounder for it. That's another thing. The more I thought about it, the more I thought the Bills probably might not trade down because they already have 10 or 11 picks in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are not all those guys are going to make this team. Like
Right.
maybe there's like 6 spots that are available and up for grabs. So like I would hope that they would take their picks tomorrow and try to trade up into the second, try to get some more players.
Yeah. All right, here
They have
comes
2
the Eagles
second
pick.
rounders. There we go. Let's see.
Comes the Eagles pick.
Mike Green, I'm going to say.
I think you're right. Jihad Campbell.
Wow. Okay. He's good. He's very good.
He is good.
How did Sean McDermott not take this guy?
Jihad Campbell on the
Do you
Bills.
think-
It's 2 on the nose. It's
Do
2
you
on the
think
nose.
honestly he was not considered at all because of that?
Yeah, yes.
Like
They,
the
they could
backlash
not do
would
it.
be-
They could not do it.
Yeah.
Jihad
Cleveland-
Campbell.
Cleveland could just take Shadir at the top of the second now.
They don't even need to trade up.
No, they don't. And then
Ah,
they have a yeah.
Fucking Eagles, man. They always do this. Howie Roseman is so good.
Yep.
He's going to be good. Jihad Campbell's going to be good, man.
I think he is too.
And they're just going to be,
Nope,
Chiefs
30%.
really want whoever this
Yeah.
was.
It's that offensive lineman. It's that Simmons kid.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know if we're as like star heavy at the top.
Yeah.
But deep. This was a deep, I feel
Oh
like.
yeah. I mean,
draft.
the second round is going to have like Imanuri, in my opinion, the top safety in the league is still going to be available. Mike Green is still available. The Boston College kid is still available.
Right.
There's
still a ton of
the
great
UCLA
receivers.
defensive end. Yeah, UCLA defensive end still available.
Yeah, I want to see who's best available now.
I am really thinking something's wrong with Will Johnson.
Will Johnson is still available.
Yeah, Josh Simmons is the one who the Chiefs are going to take. They'd be
That's
stupid
who they're
not to.
picking. Yeah.
Yeah, Darius Alexander. I mean, I think the knock on him is he played at Toledo. So,
Yeah.
real shit school. But dude is like 305. Yeah, they have him here as the 29th overall prospect. Just a fucking massive dude.
There's a lot of good guys still.
Yeah. A lot of good defensive tackles, too. TJ Sanders is still there. He's a good
Yeah.
player.
Luther
Alfred
Burden.
Collins. I love Alfred Collins. What's that?
Luther Burden. Plus,
Yeah.
there's a ton of running backs.
Yeah.
That are going to be. God, there's a lot of people. Wow.
Yeah. Man, defensive end is so. Nick Scorton is still there. Landon Jackson, all these guys. Brady Swinson, they're all. Man, if you need a defensive end. But then again, we had a lot of defensive ends get taken in the first already.
There's a
His
lot
defense-
of pass rushers,
Yeah,
which is
a lot.
good because Carolina desperately needs pass rushers.
I mean, these top 10 picks, top 10 defensive ends who are still around are like top, are they all have upside to them. Josiah
Yeah.
Stewart is still there, Michigan.
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, if you need a defensive end, you're in good
Good.
shape tomorrow.
This guy's sprinting.
What else do you need? Do you need a receiver? No, you have a receiver.
Yes.
Do you need a
we
running
did.
back?
Probably. Cam Scattaboo.
Yeah. Oh, I love Scattaboo. Trayvon Henderson's still there. Obviously, they only took 2. I like Dylan Sam. I like Tennessee running backs. I've always liked Tennessee running backs. Oh, he's really short though. Whoa, wait a minute. He's 5'8" and 200 pounds.
Oh my God.
That is
That's
a
beefcake.
bowling ball running at you. Like it, like the logo.
Look, Roger Goodell.
Yeah, show dominance.
Jihad. Why didn't the Bills take the
I
Jihad?
know. My God. Receivers, who's left? Jaden Higgins is still good. Trey Harris, Luther, like I said, Luther Burden, very
There's
good.
a lot of good receivers still.
Jalen
yeah.
Royals, he can run fast in a straight line. Oh, if you needed offensive line help, you're
You're in trouble.
in trouble. Holy shit.
There is a center. There is a center available. That
Jared Wilson.
that Georgia center is there.
Yeah, Jared
still.
Wilson. Yeah,
I hope somebody should pick him up.
yeah. Defensive tackles look pretty good too. Oh yeah, Omar Newton Lott too. He's good.
Yeah. All right. well,
Linebacker. Linebacker looks
Wow.
okay.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Chiefs. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Let's finish it out.
Wrap her up, Kansas City.
Wow, the Eagles just keep doing it, man. They just
Mhm.
keep finding these guys late in the draft that Jihad Campbell was also supposed to be in the top like
Yeah.
18 picks.
Well, they moved up aggressively to get him. They're smart. Yeah.
One pick. Move
Oh,
up
look, somebody
one.
with an Xavier Worthy jersey. You might want to think about that one again.
Yeah, maybe sell that. Both Chiefs receivers are going to be suspended next year.
Yeah, I think so. At least for the first 6 games.
Ray Rice or not Ray Rice.
Worthy's
but might as
definitely
well
going to get
be.
suspended. Yeah.
Rice
The minute the
and Worthy.
NFL asked for his 911 tape, they're like, "Well, he's fucked." Like they're not going to
Yeah.
back away from that one. It's got to be the tackle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's just they are so
Yeah, they
devoid of
need it.
O-line help. Yeah.
They need it desperately. Howie Roseman. He goes with the fist bump. Howie Roseman goes with the
Yeah.
fist bump.
Yep. That one Chiefs fan doesn't like it.
But obviously the Chiefs weren't taking Jihad Campbell. So why
I
did they
know.
move up one
Very
spot?
weird. Unless they were worried that the Chiefs were going to trade with somebody. I don't know.
I guess.
Well, there we go.
All right.
A lot of good talent still available, though. Top of the second.
Yeah.
A lot of good talent.
I'm liking it. When's the next Bills pick? What do they pick next? Still
have
is it
two-
towards the bottom?
They have 2 picks in the second. Yeah, and I think they're both toward the bottom. Yeah, they pick 56 is their next one. So,
Okay.
yeah, about 20 picks, and then they pick 62. Honestly, like I said, if I'm Buffalo, I have a bunch of 4th rounders. I would try to take a 4th rounder and the 2nd rounder, try to like jump up a little bit. If like after the first 10 picks, if your guy's still there, like those 4th rounders are going to make the fucking team anyway. So
Right. Might as well move up
right. Yep.
with all this
Wow.
talent.
So Shadir
Nothing. He doesn't make it,
doesn't make it. Wow.
which means the Browns can just grab him.
Yep, and they should. They absolutely should. A 2nd rounder, absolutely. I mean, the only downside is you do lose out on the extra year, but you know,
That is true, but whatever.
yeah. You sometimes with Shadir, you might know by year 2. So
That is true. Josh Simmons, there it is. Josh Simmons.
yeah,
We did it.
we did it.
All right.
Well, it was fun, my friend.
We did it. Thank you, Mark.
You're
Thanks
welcome,
for sticking
sir.
with me to the end.
Always.
We did it. I got to put the ticker up there one more time
Yes,
because
one more time,
finally
yeah.
filled it out. I finally filled it out. All right, Shador, give me your Shador prediction.
Browns, like they have the top pick in the 2nd round, and then they have the 4th pick in the 2nd round. One of those picks will be Shadir Sanders. You'd be stupid not to. Like in a 2nd rounder now, take a shot.
That's actually a nice Browns draft. They get
Yeah.
Mason Graham. They put
Yeah.
he's pretty good. They put him next to Myles
You're gonna
Garrett.
get Mason Graham, Shadir Sanders, and somebody at the 4 spot. You know,
Yeah,
like
right.
at the 4th, the 4th pick. So you're in great.
You're
shape.
set up nice.
Yeah, right. But
Browns
they
are-
also need
maybe.
a lot of help. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
like a lot of help.
Yeah, it's not going to turn around in 1 year, but that's not bad. That's not
Nope.
bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
And meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers is still Poochie is still in play here.
I and the Steelers, unfortunately. So
Still in play. All right, we're done.
all right.
Not quite 4 hours. Just under
Yep.
4 hours. All right, thanks, Mark.
No problem, sir. Have a good one, Ryan.
All right, peace
Adios, guys.
out.